I started the stream unmuted, but I think I should. I'm gonna mute real quick and I'm gonna go get water because I forgot to do that. I'll be back. Right back. Yay! Yay! Hello, Leon. Yay! I'm in yay mode right now, bro. So, we're getting right into it, really. Well, I'm gonna open the stream on my phone in order to do a sound test. Because I don't know how good it sounds right now. Gonna check it. And, yeah, just gonna keep on talking. And then I'm gonna do this and this. I'm gonna turn the game down. Let's do it. Let's turn the game down. Ba-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Boop. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba bee 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 ba 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 bee 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 bee. I'll keep it at there. Alright, let's play the game. We're back at it again. And we're mostly gonna be just grinding. I realized, because it's been 7 months, I forgot where I was in the game. And so I watched the stream and I was like, oh, I needed to grind. And I was like, well, I'm kind of busy and I kind of can't really do that throughout today. And I think it's not going to be too bad if the stream is just streaming. Birthday is in 4 days. More like ow 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Dear Leon 120-gaming. Happy birthday. Chat, would you take the power of 1000% fighting boost, but you can only use it on old people? I mean, it's better than no fighting boost, is what I think. That's my take on the matter. And it's also like, are you really never gonna use it though? Well, that would probably just kill them. Because I feel like fighting an old person already is just kind of like a... You already have a bit of an attack boost. Well, they more have a defense debuff. I guess is really what it is. Yeah, they're the glass and you're the cannon. So together it's a glass cannon, and then the glass gets shattered. I'm praying that Minecraft Switch 2 edition comes out before my birthday so I can get it. Oh. I haven't thought about that. Yeah, they probably wouldn't have Minecraft out yet on Switch 2. That'd be awesome. I've never played Minecraft on a Nintendo console. It's kind of insane how long like Minecraft's been around for, that they really do need to just keep making like new editions for like new consoles. Like there's like what like I think like there was like Minecraft on like PS3 or something. Like it's kind of crazy to see like a copy of that. Oh my god. It's okay, he dies. Got some news on Sparkbound. It's ending and it already ended. Quite fascinating. Yeah, also like about like the old people, the like damage boost. Well, I don't know. It'd be neat to have it, but I feel like you just kind of wouldn't really need it. I might not press that button. If it's like a press the button question, do you press the button? Sparkbound can link 11 Sparkbound. Quite fascinating. In the new Sparkbound series. Yeah, I got into Pokemon again recently. I always have like Pokemon phases. I feel like it's not very consistently like throughout my life, even though I definitely feel like the phases are like strong enough for it to be like a one of my top favorite things. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't know if I would call Pokemon one of my top favorite things. But like how consistently I get into like really liking Pokemon for a while, I feel like top things, I feel like it's definitely up there. I'm surprised they haven't. Zog, you're still on rat screen. Thank you for telling me that. It's honestly chill because you haven't really been missing anything. Thank you for... Thank you for telling me that. You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure like a couple of streams ago, I made that exact same mistake. And I was like watching it like today. I was like, dang, what a rookie mistake. Mistake. Why do I have like an @ mention in general on Discord, even though I look over there and then there's like there's nothing there? That's weird. Anyways. That's insane. I don't know. At least it's only gone on for how long it is. I guess this is probably why I should have the stream on my phone, because I can see chat on my PC right now. I just can't see the stream at all times. I'll open the stream on my phone just to like make doubly sure. I'm surprised how far I like went without anybody telling me, but it's only been like a couple minutes, and it's not like this is we're grinding really. We're just grinding. Honestly, actually, I need to go back to the store and buy Ice Punch for this little girl right here, cause she needs that. We're doing the Dragon Gym, and we got our buttholes handed to us. I watched it today again, and I was not playing good like at all. But like we are also like really underleveled. I don't know how that happened. Boom. Oh, why there's a new one of those Sparkbound. Series ended on 11. Ben became a father, got a wife, and had a kid. The true chosen one. You really are a chosen one. If you got one of them kid thingies and a wife. I'd feel so awesome and epic. Wow. Wife gotten. Speedrun wife %. Walks into brick wall. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, I got into what started this more recent Pokemon phase is my friends getting Pokemon Champions and being like, wait, you should play Pokemon Champion. I do not remember which one of these guys is like the TM seller, potion seller. We'll just talk to everybody until I find somebody who sells TMs. And I should have the money for it. I don't know what's going on if I don't have the money for it. Nope. But I was like, I'm pretty bad at competitive Pokemon. I'm just gonna get my butt whooped. And then Val was like, well, that's the funny thing about competitive Pokemon. The more you play, the better you get at it. And I was like, okay. And I mean, oh god, I have to remember what. No, oh wait, no, it says it. Fiery Punch and Icy Punch may cause freezing. I have so much money. May make the foe flinch. I wonder what that is. We'll buy this. Like what? What was? Oh, okay. I read the Discord thing. Anyways. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, and then everything fell into chaos. An alien took over the Earth, and the game is being invaded by and destroyed. So Ben finds Uncle Nicky guitar, and seals his kid in a capsule. But then Ben was killed. Oh shit. Pack. Icy Wind. And I have Iron Tail. I want to teach... I think I do want to teach Smellulon Iron Tail as well. There's not really a need for having a Steel type move, but it is just like one of the strongest moves that we can teach her. Ice Punch. Can we use this? And then give it to... Yes. And then give it to... Smellulon. Booty can also learn Eye Punch. That's interesting. I don't think I would do that though. Also, Smellulon like needs good moves. She desperately needs good moves. I'm trying to punch. I don't remember what I should like forget though. Yes. I think Growl. Honestly. And then we could teach... We could get rid of Growl, and then for... Well, actually, I'm not sure about Iron Tail, because we could... I think... No... I was gonna be like, I think we can also teach her Toxic, but I think you get Toxic in Kanto, so I don't think we can get Toxic. And at that point, it's like, why bother? See, hold on. I should have done this before I even started the dang Pokemon stream. Oh, name was Xatu, and I'm like, I know, the Pokemon's name isn't Noob. It's something else. What was the name of the Pokemon? Xatu, I got it. I think they could also learn something else I was tempted by. I don't see anything else that's kind of tempting. Because there's Toxic. Yeah, Iron Tail, One Slap, Double Team, Ice Punch. Swagger, Sandstorm, Defense Curl, Thunder Punch. There's Rest. But, like, I don't care. They're the main villain throughout every game. The aliens who's, like, Frieza. I know how I make Sparkbound, and it was thanks to something. Thanks to something. Fury Cutter. Are there any good bug moves in Gen 2? Something that makes me so sad about Pokemon in general is that bug in Gen is not very good. which makes sense because it's the bug type, but like, I like bugs, and I like bug Pokemon, and I think they look cool, and I want to use them, but they're not good. We're gonna forget Growl. Don't Ice Punch, and then I think we might forget Poison Sting. Double Kick is also not very good, but like having a fighting type move is cooler than having Poison Sting, is what I think, because Poison Sting is so weak. And then there's also just the fact that it's like only a chance to poison it. Like if I want to poison somebody, I'd want to use like a poison move. Like I don't know, a move that's like just poisoning them. Let me check like because I also had like a little like thing that's like what I wanted all their movesets to be. The trickiest was Smellialon because her move pool was like the biggest. Poco. Oh yeah, there's also Noob. Noob is tricky because he doesn't have... I think he only has Future Sight. I don't know if he even has Future Sight right now. He doesn't have like a good Psychic move until he gets like to level 60 or something. He has Fly though, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and he has Teleport. Like, what are we... What? What stats? Fly, Leer, Nightshade. He doesn't even have Future Sight right now. Man. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that we gotta get up higher levels. Especially Darkiplier, who I think is also with me right now. Yes, he is with me. It's gonna be tricky leveling him up, though. Cause he ain't a fighter, he's a status effect guy. But if we do level him up, he will evolve. If we get him like up to level cap, he'll evolve. He'll level up like he'll evolve like way before that. I think he has like 4 more levels. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, my friends got they got Pokemon Champions and they wanted to play me in Pokemon Champions. I was like, well, you're just gonna kick my ass, but okay. And let's hold on. I don't know. I've been on the edge about actually going through with learning Iron Tail, but I think we should do it. Let's do it. Cause like I don't think there's anybody else who would teach Iron Tail to. Smellialon can learn Iron Tail. Alligator's got a good move pool, but like he needs Surf and Cut, and then he has Bite and Leer. I guess we could teach him something better than Leer. But I don't know. I'll booty that bird. Oh, I clicked on the wrong guy. Hold on. Can't learn any more moves. Iron Tail? No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, I clicked on the wrong guy. They have the same picture. Smellialon. There we go. Menu gameplay is hard, guys. It involves words, and I'm saying words, and it's hard to say one word while doing another thing. Wait, hold on. Where was Earthquake? Because I also wanted to... I remember I also wanted to teach Smellialon Earthquake. Where was that? Oh, Earthquake's on Victory Road. Okay, well, we'll get there eventually. Okay. We'll get there eventually. Forget Poison Sting. There we go. Okay. And now back to my favorite little patch of grass. And we're gonna grind. Lamau. But yeah, so I started playing some Champions and I was winning some fights. Of course, it gives you like some. Now I think we have like better moves to use. Like I think this might do better, unless ground resists steel. Like that's super effective, right? Yeah. Ah. I think Ice Punch would also do pretty good. Yeah, Earthbound OC and Deltarune OC, and they're both from Sparkbound 12 to 16. Wow. Like let's try Ice Punch. I don't remember if rock resists ice. Probably not. Isn't that like kind of like part of the thing with ice? Is that not much like resists it? Because it's like really good offensively, but like defensively it's not good. Oh. Yeah, well, that'll make grinding on all these rock types, or ground types, more specifically, pretty easy. Or probably use like Ice Punch more often, because I think Ice Punch is more accurate. What was I saying? But yeah, I was winning like some of the first like bot fights, and I was like, am I better at competitive Pokemon than I thought I was? I even like recently before that played against TJ in a single battle. It was like randomly generated, so there like wasn't much. We didn't have like an actual team built, but we were on equal footing, and TJ still won. But it was kind of close. It was a little close. I feel like if I had a better understanding of how to play competitive Pokemon, then I probably could have won that. But I'm not very good, because like a lot of it so far, because like since I started doing Champions, I started playing more of it, and I've put some hours in. I don't think I'm very good still, but I found that a lot of it comes it feels like a lot of the gameplay is like trying to read the opponent. Like you gotta like predict what they're gonna do next, so that way you can choose your next move. And it's not like any other PvP I've really done before, because like other stuff is like, I don't know, other stuff is like just straight up like play the game better. Like I've done PvP on like Smash Bros and, you know, Overwatch, and even like Puyo Tetris. Right? So like it's really just like play the game better, move the buttons fast, do this and that, use a little bit of strategy, use your brain. None of it is really just like you gotta know what your opponent's gonna do next, and you gotta play around that, and then you'll gain the advantage this turn, and then eventually the whole battle. Which is not like not a way I feel like that's like kind of a muscle. A lot of it comes from game knowledge, and you gotta like know stuff about like abilities and held items and all sorts of other crap that you usually aren't very paying a whole lot of attention to in a normal Pokemon playthrough. It's very, very quasi and very different. Oh, but I was like, yeah, I'm not very good. Then I won a couple battles, and then everybody else was we were all in the same call playing the game, but we were like playing separately. And Kelly and Val were doing. They were grinding up VP. They were grinding up their money points by doing online battles before like building up their team even more by spending those money points. And I was doing that too, but like I was doing it on single battles, because like single battles is just like the first option in like choosing like fighting. So like I don't know, I'm also just used to doing single battles because that's like the majority of Pokemon in general. So yeah, I was doing those, and I was winning a lot, and I was like, I think I might be a little better at competitive Pokemon than I thought I was. Oh, Ice Punch goes huge here. Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. Oh. Quick attack. Beep, 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 beep. Ice Bomb. Boom. And then Kelly was like, okay, Wyatt, I want to fight you in Pokemon. And I was like, okay. So we started a little room. We had Val in there to spectate, and then Kelly started a fight, and he was like, oh wait, it's single battles. We gotta leave and start over. Or something. And I was like, do we? I don't know. I'm kind of used to single battles. This is what I've been doing this whole time. And they're like, oh, well. That's like, double battles is like literally what competitive Pokemon is. It's like where like the gameplay is. That's like where good Pokemon competitive is. And I was like, but they're like, single battles is like, you can just turn your brain off. And I'm like, but I like turning my brain off. I'm winning by hitting the big buttons. But like we went through with doing single battle anyways, and Kelly didn't have like a team prepared for that. Technically, I didn't have a team prepared for that. But like mine was just a bunch of Pokemon that you know could do attacks and stuff. But Kelly had like specifically like a team where it's got to be a double battles. So I won. Which, I mean, like, even with that, like, supposed, like, strategic disadvantage that Kelly was put at, I had no strategy, so I guess I wasn't really put at any disadvantage. I don't know, I won, and that surprised me, and then Kelly was like, okay, why? So this is why we gotta do double battles, and I was like, we have to do double battles because those are the ones I win at. If we do double battles, then I'll start winning. That's why we need to do those. The Slender was so good, I could die. But yeah, we started doing double battles, and he started winning. We did like one, and then he won. Before I fought either of them, though, they were Val and Kelly were like playing against each other. But like they were like trash talking each other's teams, and it sounded so funny because Val was going like, I can't believe you're so lame playing a Mega Star Raptor, what the fuck? And then Kelly's like, but you're playing Trick Room, and they're like, but you're playing Mega Star Raptor, and Kelly's like, but you're playing Trick Room. So what I gathered from that conversation was that competitive Pokemon is just about like any other competitive game where almost any playstyle is really lame and unfun to play against. Because I don't know, at least if you look at it that way, I feel like with like I think I experienced this the most with like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals. Whenever I would hear anybody like tell another person on how to get in the game, they would always say like, "Oh, don't play this character. Don't play this character because they're a pain in the ass to play against." And it's like, why is that the reason not to play the character? I feel like you shouldn't tell anybody to not play this character because it's like, oh, don't be one of those guys. Don't be one of those guys who plays Spider-Man. But the thing is that like, you got it in a PvP game, any kind of character playing against it can piss you off because pretty much, oh yeah, I forgot, it's not very accurate. It's super effective. But what if I hit this time? Nyeh, 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 nyeh. I was worried that wouldn't one tap. Worried over nothing. Let's run back to the Pokemon Center now. And then get one encounter. Oh, never mind. Okay. So you gotta call out the universe, and then the universe will go, no, that's not what I was gonna do. And then it gets you out of trouble. Walks into the shop, immediately leaves. Store clerk gets suspicious that I was staring so hard at the security cameras before leaving. Store clerk, I don't know, looks at his phone and scrolls, shrugs it off, scratches his balls, sniffs his fingers anyways. But yeah. So I don't really know what like the scummy, lame things to do in Pokemon competitive are, but I don't know, I feel like pretty much any PvP game, anybody will just be like, you're playing super lame, because you're playing a character that I'm not playing. Like, my character is obviously the cool one to play as, and any other characters piss me off and I don't like them, because you could say Squirrel Girl is super lame, you could say Moon Knight's really lame, you could say Scarlet Witch is really lame, you could say so many, like, I don't think anybody in, like, Marvel Rivals is completely free of any, like, this character's bullshit, yeah, I hate it, don't play this character, if you're gonna be one of those players, are you serious, you're gonna get into Spider-Man, oh, what the fuck, like, what the fuck, but yeah. Though, well, I will say, I played against Kelly's team. He did Mega Staraptor against me, and he like killed my whole team. Mega Staraptor was just so fast and did so much damage that everybody just died. And then I played against Val's Trick Room team, which is apparently so scummy, but I won. So, I don't know. According to Val, Kelly's team is just so, like, Google top-tier strategies, and then you just follow the flowchart or something. It's just, like, so, like, by the books. You just Google what's the strongest thing ever right now. That's what it sounded like Val was saying, like, in that fight, where it's just, like, you have the most, like, fucking Google, like, first result, like, how do I win at Pokemon Champions team ever? Because I'm pretty sure Mega Staraptor is like at the top of the meta right now, and when I looked at like some stuff for what the meta is in Pokemon Champions right now, but then I also saw a video that was like entirely slandering like Trick Room teams, where it's just like, it's so lame and so easy, and it tricks you into thinking that you're good at the game, and it's like, okay. Kelly's defense to that whole like, oh, you're so by the books, Kelly's just like, no, I made this team myself, which I'm willing to believe, but does that make it any better? Probably. Magnitude 4 probably does make it better, but I don't know. I feel like, nah, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna slander Kelly live on the internet and say that he kind of usually does play stuff that is pretty lame. But for the record, I didn't say that. Well, I don't know. It depends on the thing. I'm usually just talking about an Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, how he likes Scarlet Witch and Moira, who are just kind of the walk around and hold one button characters. But for the record, I did not besmirch my friend Kelly's character live on stream. I did not do that, guys. Kelly is a skillful player. He's good at Lucio. And Lucio is, I think, pretty tricky to be hard at. So yeah. And in other games, I don't really know so much. I know when I played against all of them in Magic, the Gathering, it definitely seemed like Nolan was the one who was playing the lamest stuff. And Kelly was playing stuff that was not... Well, I don't know. I only played with Kelly once, and Kelly's entire thing was just doing stuff that bullies how Nolan plays, which definitely made the game a lot more playable for me, but it felt really mean. Because Kelly was putting absolutely everything he had into just stopping whatever Nolan was doing. And Nolan was like, but I'm not a threat on the board right now. I'm really not a threat. But I had played with Nolan before that, like twice before, and even though he doesn't start out as a huge threat, if you let him get his stuff started, he becomes a real threat, which, yeah. So I think Kelly's past with playing with Nolan was just like, my new strategy is to just have a playstyle that counters Nolan's. So I don't really, I'm not sure if it's much more honorable. Anyways, I need to stop talking. I need to stop that specific subtopic. Because they're not. Nobody else is here to pitch in on the conversation. It's a bad character trait to talk about people behind their back. Well, it makes it sound like what I'm saying is like toxic, but when it's like about like video games and stuff. Anyways, dropping it, putting it in my pocket, and then taking off my pants, throwing my pants into a muddy ditch, and then pouring it in gasoline, and then burning it, and burning the whole lawn, and then evacuating the house, and summoning a meteor to destroy the lawn and the house, and launching all the missiles to destroy the entire world. That's what we did to the topic just now, everybody. Drinks water. I feel like Smilon's probably like high enough level now. We'll probably do like one more level up. I don't think they need to be level 40 exactly. And then I think who next I want up is Noob and Darkiplier, which those will be much trickier grinding in this area, because I don't know, Darkiplier just doesn't really do much damage, and Noob, I don't really know exactly what Noob would have trouble with. I mean, he just doesn't really have good attacks. He has Nightshade. I think that might be it. We'll fly, but that won't do much against these rock types. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, I played against Kelly like twice, and I lost. He also had like an Electros team, which I think was just like, it has a Mega Electros, and that was it. That one was much closer than the other game. I probably could have played that just a little bit different. Like if I had read one Protect, like right at the, because it came down to my King Gambit versus his Whimsicott, and I had Sucker Punch, but one time he protected when I Sucker Punched. So I think if I don't remember if he knew Swords Dance. I think he knew Swords Dance. So if I just like read the Protect, which would have been really easy, I could have Swords Danced and then Sucker Punched again, and that could have maybe killed. But I don't know why. I don't remember how I died there, but I lost. It was pretty close though. And then Val's team was a Rain Dance team, and I think I won against it by, I think the biggest thing I did was just put out my Abomasnow with, I think Snow Warning is what the ability is. Abomasnow came out and just got rid of the rain. I didn't mean to do that. I just had an Abomasnow on the team because I was like, I want to use him. I had Abomasnow on the last team against Val as well, and that was also doing a lot of problems because I had a Blizzard, and it was like able to hit her team a bunch. And yeah, but yeah, I was playing a bunch of Pokemon Champions, and then I started trying to like come up with more things to like get better at the game, and I wanted to like start doing double battles, but I just kept losing over and over again, and I was like, man, I want to play like normal Pokemon. And I have a Pokemon Gold playthrough going right now. That's kind of old though. I don't remember when I was doing that. But I also have this. I also have this playthrough, so I was like, I could stream Pokemon. And I also haven't streamed in like a while. I got so busy. Because I fell behind on videos because I kept doing like things with friends where it was like I would either join a call to play some game. Oh, I already leveled up. Hold on. We'll just kill this last guy and miss the attack actually. And get self-destructed and probably just die here. Okay, never mind. Ah. See, before stream I grinded like a teensy bit and they kept getting self-destructs on me and they would always be critical hits and I would die. But I guess we got a little bit stronger, so, and that also wasn't a critical hit. We'll go to the Poke Center. We will go to the Poke Center. And then we will change to, let's do Darkiplier. Darkiplier, the Skip Bloom. He's going to switch to Jumpluff. Oh. See, there's move and then there's switch. So switch is the one that does this. Okay. Jesus, he's level 23. That actually changing on this grinding on this might be like way harder. Hoarder. Let's see here. I'm gonna lock in for this first fight, and then we'll see how good my yappage can be after. Okay. So we're probably faster. Poison powder won't work. I think that will it not work? We also have sleep powder. Wow, poison powder and leech seed are my only ways of damage. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. I don't really... yeah. I don't remember if you can poison ground types. You can... oh, yes, you can. I'm stupid. I don't know why I thought you couldn't. It's probably just you can't poison powder, like, grass types and, steel types. And then we'll do leech seed. The loudest grass in the world. Oh, and he can do that, and that kills me. So that's the problem. We probably just need to put them to sleep. Okay, well... Or we could grind somewhere else, because I feel like grinding anywhere else would probably still do walks. Okay, fine, we're in the wrong area. I think we can probably just grind somewhere else and get good experience. And they would also have less fucking bombs walking around. Like, imagine, like, you're going on, like, a nature walk, you come across, like, a squirrel, and that shit fucking explodes. Like... This is why it would be terrifying to live in the world of Pokemon. I have, like, I have, like, this with, like, Pokemon and JoJo's. I think those are, like, probably the scariest fictional worlds to live in. Other than, I don't know, like... I do not remember this area. I mean, I remember it now, but I forgot that it was, like, right before this area. Okay, so, how does this guy do? See, this will be easier. You can't poison types, right? I don't think you can. I can leech seed you, though. It would be poison. Poison powder wouldn't work on poison, I think, because it makes sense for poison types to be immune to being poisoned. Since it's a powder move, you wouldn't be able to do it on a grass type in these earlier gens, I think. I think they changed that in later generations, and then steel types, I would imagine. That's what my imagination tells me. I'll do flash. There's not really much else I can do. Okay. Is that bug? It's a bug. I'm gonna use sleep powder. What was I saying? What was I saying? That's a good question. Puts finger on chin, finger slips into mouth. Starts sucking on finger. Well, that's pretty good. Sticks finger into anthill. You gotta try this, little buddies. Ouch. Ouch. Little bug kisses. Sweet. What was I talking about? Ouch. I really am just waiting for the leech seed to kill him. This is gonna suck. I like Hop Hip. I like that whole line. I've been thinking about doing a stream where I just go through every Pokemon, or as many Pokemon as I can that night, and just like talk about them and what I think about them. It would be very, I think it'd be very self-indulgent, because it's like, why do you guys care about my opinions on Pokemon? But it'd just be like a chill thing. It'd be a chill, it'd be like a chill little thing where we can just talk about Pokemon. I feel like if I just want to use a move to use it, I could probably also just be using Poison Powder. Because, like, I'm not really trying to use Flash for, like, the accuracy. I'm just using it because it's a move. Yeah. How much experience does that give me? Holy balls. Do we have a rare candy? That took so long. There's no way we do. I don't even know if it would be in here. TMs, go to key items, Pokeballs. What is this? Oh, this is the other thing. Yeah, we don't have rare candies. I don't know if you can, there's even an area where you can, like, buy those. Probably not. Guys. I don't know. Could putting him in the daycare go faster than this? 'Cause, wow. You know what I'm saying? Would it genuinely be faster to put him in the daycare? 'Cause I honestly, look at that guy. Does he know an ice type move? They know an ice type move. Sleep powder. Miss. Aw. Sleep powder. I feel like I also want... He woke up. I thought about giving noob, like... Let's do poison powder as well, just for the extra damage, just to get this going. He can do that, okay. 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 I feel like with, like, how fast, Darkiplier can put sleep powder on somebody, I feel like it could be useful to, like, switch in, maybe, to, like, Xatu, and then he could use, like, we could teach him, like, Nightmare or Dream Eater. I don't know where you get those moves, though, but that's something I thought about while looking at his move pool. Apparently, like, all his good moves come from eggs, which I guess is just how eggs goes, but, like, yeah. I don't know, I don't want to use an egg. I don't really like breeding Pokemon. I like catching the Pokemon on the route and then that guy being my guy. I don't really want, I don't know. I've never tried it before, but, like, it's never been that appealing to me. I don't really want to have, like, a, I don't know, because what I'd do is I'd catch the mommy, I'd catch the daddy, and then I would put the kid in my team, because that's the one who has all the good egg moves, and then just keep the mommy and the daddy in the box forever. Which, I don't know, I guess that's a way to do it. But I just don't like the idea of... I like finding them on the route, adding them to my party, and being like, you're my friend for life now. Instead of being like, you're Unk, and you have a kid, and the kid is leaner and cooler than you, so he's going on the team. Bye! But yeah. Meow, meow, meow. Bye. Bro. Dang, I was talking about something earlier. I keep forgetting what it was. Was it about competitive Pokemon? Ouchies! I feel like it would give me more experience if it was like a bigger Pokemon. Like, I feel like, is it crazy to say that like a Golbat would give me more experience than a Zubat? This guy's just gonna run. Right? Like, hold on. Poison Powder. Didn't do it. Enemy didn't present. Attack miss. Poison Powder. Get exploded. Nice. Hurt by the poison. Then we do Leech Seed. And then they run away. Okay. Insane. I feel like I gotta try. Because, like, what if they don't run? But I feel like they're just gonna run before they, like... Okay. Okay. Okay, he's not running. Interesting, interesting, very interesting. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know where to grind. I feel like I might want to try to do it out here, because in there it's literally only Zubats and Delibirds. Out here, we have bombs. Oh, I was talking about the bombs. Because, like, Pokemon is scary, because there's, like, animals... Every animal has superpowers. They're either... They're crazy strong, they shoot lasers, and they're not friendly. They're not friendly. Right? Like, in, like, Pokemon, like, you know, Detective Pikachu, it's like they're integrated into society and they're all friendly and tame, but, like, in, like, the anime a lot of the times, and even in, like, games, they're evil. So we need to hit this sleep powder, right? The only chance is on the chance that he, like, wakes up and immediately... Does this do type damage? Does at least do type damage? That'd be awesome. The only chances is he, like, explodes on a turn where he wakes up. But I feel like the fact, like, him waking up is, like, a chance thing, and then the fact that he uses... The fact that he uses self-destruct is also a chance thing. So it'd have to run on a turn where he both wakes up and uses self-destruct. So I feel like it can't be that likely. And once he wakes up and uses some other stupid move, I just gotta sleep powder him again. You know? feel like I do kind of want to... I don't know if they already offered me Mega Drain or something like that. I feel like Mega Drain would be... I feel like I'd like to have Mega Drain. Okay. That's awkward. I mean... I'd be blowing the frick up, too, when I wake up. You know? Some days you just wake up and explode. I mean, like, you know, wake up on the wrong side of bed. Ah! Like, rip off your shirt, reveals like a whole, like, full vest of, like, dynamite strapped to you. It's just like type, you know what I'm saying? It's just like type shit. I don't see this move on the type chart. We were getting Donphan before. I guess Donphan might only be at daytime. I want to go against the Glygars because they don't explode. So we run those chances again, right? Because, like... Okay, I was terrified because I missed it. So we can do this, right? See, like having like an extra attack, because like if they're asleep, I'm pretty sure I can't poison them. It would override, you know. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I messed up. This is terrible. But I want to have him on the team though, because he's so fast. He can put whatever like a condition on somebody. He's not meant to attack, but I think because of this, he's just horrible to like grind for. Okay. Okay. I like how it tells me what kind of magnitude it is. And then it just misses. Let's go. Pikachu and Eevee. Oh yeah, and then there's stands, right? Because animals can have stands. Like, you know that, like, one time in part 4 where, like, an entire, like, household of people, like, a whole family got, like, their insides melted, like, from, like, the inside out and just became, like, blob people or whatever? Because there was a rat in their house that had a stand that shoots darts that do that at people. Like, that means you could probably walk by the wrong caterpillar on the sidewalk, and then they just explode your brain. I feel like I've talked about this specifically during a Pokemon stream. I feel like I've said, like, this exact same words before. Because, like, what if he wakes up, explodes, and then, like, it misses? You know what I'm saying? Can it miss? Like, if their accuracy is down, can it miss? I feel like, personally, I would want it to... If I'm the guy exploding and dying, I would want that to hit, like, no matter what. But I think I would want a lot of things if I'm exploding and dying. I think I would want to do all the things on my bucket list first before I explode and die. We'll see how much this gives us if once he dies. Wakes up, uses self-destruct. Oh my god, thank you so much for not waking up and exploding. How it feels to actually defuse an actual bomb. See, that gave us more. That gave us more than Zubat. So if we could just do this on like Gligar or something. See, now this is another guy. This is another guy. He has a higher level. Does Leech Seed do like percentage? I think it does. Gotta send him to sleep first. Gotta. Okay, then he explodes. Okay. This is what I'm saying, guys. You have to predict the universe, and then the universe will say, no, that's not what I was gonna do. You gotta call it. And then they'll go, what? I'm not doing that. What? No. Hides bomb behind back. I'm not gonna explode you. not gonna hit you with a car. When I go outside tomorrow, a meteor's gonna drop down and hit my head. Meteor turns around. Okay, well, I'll just hit somebody who's like, not suspecting it then. Because apparently over here, everybody just knows where I'm coming. There hasn't been one in like a friggin' billion years, but like, gosh. Apparently everybody's on edge about me. I gotta go get somebody I can actually get the jump on. But it failed. That's hilarious. It's funny you mentioned that, Magnitude, because that doesn't work on me. Sonny! Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, brother. Ooh. I was trying to think if I had anything more to say about competitive Pokemon. It's very... Okay. Okay, bro. Oh my god! I got some bad news for you, dead guy. You exploded for no reason. If I'm the dead guy who exploded, I'm so mad. But, like, I'm also dead, so, like... It's like, what does it matter? I don't know why I'm going back here. I think the health was, like, low or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm going back here. Something I don't think needed to be added in later games was the ability to change your Pokemon anywhere. I kind of only really get that with, Legends Arceus and... Well, that's not anywhere, though, right? That's... Because you have to go back to your campsite. That's in Sword and Shield. And Scarlet and Violet. And... I understand for, like, the wild area in Sword and Shield. Because it's just huge and you'd have to walk to, like, either end of the wild area in order to change out your Pokemon. I feel like you could just put, like, a Pokemon Center in parts of the wild area, which is kind of just what Scarlet and Violet is. So, but, like, I kind of don't really... I feel like in the wild area it makes sense to be able to do it anywhere. Anywhere else, I don't think you need to. I feel like part of the point of that being a thing to begin with in the game was, like... It, like... This is like, it's almost like when you like go out into... He woke up immediately? It's like when you go into like a dungeon in a game. It usually in these, and then he explodes. Okay. Ouch! 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 Okay, so I need you to sleep this guy. And then we'll farm off this Leech Seed. Mash Flash, so that way when he explodes, he misses, and we reap the rewards anyways. But, like, kind of the idea is, like, you have rest areas in these games where you can kind of get your party all suited up, and then... Yeah, I feel like when you're not in these rest areas, it makes sense to be like, this is your loadout, this is your team. You can use the items that you have with you, but you can't get more items right now. I mean, you could have your resources right now, and then go out and use them to continue the game, and you can't get any more until you come back to, like, a rest area. And I think it's perfectly fine that one of those, like, resources is what your team is. So I think it is like a quality of life change, but I think a lot of quality of life changes in, like, games in general are, like, not very needed. I don't know. I feel like a lot of quality of life stuff is, it's either, like, so small that I kind of don't really care, or it's so big where it's like, I feel like this is deliberately taking away like the intended difficulty with this like mechanic. I don't know. Maybe it's not intended. Maybe the Pokemon devs were always. Maybe that was simply an oversight for years in the Pokemon franchise. I don't think it was. I think it was a little deliberate that you couldn't switch your party at all times. Maybe not. Like, it was probably just common practice in like the RPG world to just that be the thing. So it just makes sense to not even question it. But I think. I don't know. I don't think that needed to be. There are other quality of life changes that I think are way better. Well, I don't know, I guess it depends on what the change is. Because I just said, like, the big ones I think are, like, just so big where it's like, oh, you just didn't like something being, like, you just didn't like intended difficulty with the game. Thus, I think was like, oh, you just kind of didn't... What? What am I doing? This is sleep powder, right? Okay, it's just missing. The way it says it as, like, it didn't affect the enemy Graveler, it's like, wait, what? What are you talking about? No effect, huh? He has an ability that doesn't let him go to sleep. This is why I like ability. I mean, I hate, like, not having abilities in this game. I understand the need for abilities, but, like... It was so funny. I was going up against somebody in Pokemon Champions, and they used a ground-type move against my Hydreigon. I guess bro didn't know I had Levitate, which honestly, me neither, until I had a Hydreigon on my team, and Levitate popped off. So yeah, I would have been mad if I was that guy. My biggest issue with abilities is the fact that you don't know what the ability is until it already happens. Until it comes into play, and then it's just like, oh, well, I just wasted a turn. Because Pokemon, it would be like, or it could be easier if Pokemon only knew one ability, which that obviously isn't gonna happen, because that's like, that takes away from the point. The point is like not every Pokemon being the same, and you can do different strategies with the same Pokemon and yada yada yada. Yeah, you know what abilities they're supposed to be, and add more depth to the gameplay and the fighting. But I think really, it should just when you throw the Pokemon out, and it does that little slide in that shows what the ability does. It would show like, oh, they have Levitate, so it didn't work. How about instead of waiting until it works, you can make it show up and be like, oh, this Pokemon, kind of like how Intimidate works, how it works immediately, because that's just how the ability works. But like, you throw them out, Intimidate, or like Mold Breaker, it just shows Levitate. I think that'd be cool, because it's like, I'm not a super sweat at Pokemon, so I don't have what abilities everybody could possibly... Because I know what some abilities are and what they do, but I don't have it memorized who can know what. So I think it's really annoying when I'm trying to use, like... I don't know, if I'm fighting, like Beldum or something. What is that his name? Is that... Or is that the Metagross line guy? The Psychic Steel type that looks like a big old bell. When I'm trying to fight those things and I'm just like, oh, I only really have a ground type right now that's good against Psychic or Steel, so I'll just use the ground type move. And it's like, but he had holy crap, the self-destruct was gonna scare my balls off. That's also scary. That's also a scary thing to do. This is going along much better. I'm glad we went back to fighting bombs and exploding rocks. They need to switch these two around. Can I just say this? Can I just say this real quick? Clearly there's an issue with with the game if I've done it consistently, obviously. They need to switch these two around. Oh. That's a quality of life change that I'd be down with. Blackthorn City switching their Pokemon and Pokemon Center. Or just mixing the two together. I guess that was also a Pokemon. I guess that was also a quality of life change they made. I don't think that needed to happen. I get it. I get having like a Pokemon Center where you can just do everything in it, but I just kind of like it when they're like separate areas more, because it just, I don't know, I go to one place and then I walk to another, and it's like a part of like the immersion. It's part of the feeling like I'm in the world. Going to a Pokemon Center where they just have like the shop over here, the name raider over here, the Pokemon, like the healing thing right here. When it's all just in one spot, I feel like it's just a little bit more boring. But yeah, oh yeah, but quality of life changes I do like way more. You're just leveling or looking for a shiny. I like how I am leveling. I do think it's funny how it actually does look like I could just be shiny hunting right now. No, I'm leveling up Skiploom, because I'm not gonna get him all the way up to level 40, but we're trying to get him to like in the 30s where he should be right now, because that's what this is for the Dragon Gym. We got our ass handed to us last time. Now last time we were not locked in, and we also now have, I froze out of fear there. I didn't want him to blow up. Last time we did not have Ice Punch on Smellulon, our Nido Queen. But now we do. So now we'll probably fare like much better. So we probably don't need to level up Darkiplier specifically for this gym, but having him leveled up in general is pretty cool. He's probably not even like that crazy, like that like needed for our team. But I like Skiploom and I like Jumpluff, so I like him. So I want to keep him, and I'm gonna train him, and he's gonna be my fast little guy who puts guys to sleep into poison. I think I made the mistake of like at some point forgetting like paralysis powder or whatever it was, and then he blows up. Okay. Oh my god. I'm just playing with life, hanging by a thread over here. Bug catcher. Oh, bug catcher. Do you not like to use speed up? I don't know how. So I don't. It would depend on the emulator, wouldn't it? I mean the Game Boy Color. Is there... Because I did think about it earlier. I did think about it, but I was also like, well, I don't really know how to do that. We could look into it, because I think it would be worthwhile to look into after I nail this guy in the coffin. After I put this rock 6 feet under. RQ. No, not RQ. Real. No, yes, that would be, because you do spell quick with a Q. I have an IQ of very high. I just want to click Leech Seed again. Guys. And then he explodes. Okay, never mind. See, this is what I'm saying. Which one you use? If it's MGBA, I think it's tab and shift? I do use MGBA. We'll try it right now. Put some deep powder. Oh, it's just tab. Oh yeah, and shift doesn't do anything. Okay. This is something. This is that is definitely much faster. I'll probably just use it when I'll just hold the button down when it's time to mash flash over and over again. But when he's not asleep, I'll go back to not being tabbed. But that is definitely gonna get this along quicker. Da 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 da. I was also going to. I did some grinding off screen today, but I couldn't do it like for that long because I had other things to do. I'm preparing for the beach trip that me and all my friends are going on. We're all gonna make Google slides and present them, and I've been putting a lot of effort into those. Definitely, I feel like a lot more than other people are doing. I did not set up Leech Seed. Hold on, I'm stupid. You can set this in settings area. I kind of forget. I haven't used MG, but let's see here. Fast forward. It does say shift plus tab, but like, it kind of is just fast forward speed unbounded. What? I don't know what the speed is supposed to be. Oh, I guess that was just 2 times. What does decrease mean? I don't. It doesn't sound like it's going any slower or faster. I'll keep it to what it is. I don't think it's too fast or too slow. Let's do Leech Seed. I needed to put him to sleep. Watch him explode. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Kind of forget I haven't used MGA, but I used MGA as I mostly prefer RetroArch. I've been hearing about RetroArch, and I've been hearing people really like it. I would probably try it if I didn't already have, like, my main reason not to for not using it is just the fact that I have every other emulator right now, because doesn't RetroArch do like a lot of stuff, like most stuff or something like that? Because I was playing I was on Project 64, and then somebody like mentioned that, like, they saw me playing it on Discord, and they're like, by the way, I like RetroArch more, and it's like, okay, but I already have Project 64. Sleep on it. We're running out of flash. We could probably just start, I don't know. There we go. RetroArch is basically just a library for your emulators and makes it easier to get to the games. IDK is just my opinion. A library for your emulators? Like for other emulators? Or is it like a library for like the ROMs? Like, could you use it to like... a library for emulators makes it sound like you could like switch between like MGBA or like Project 64 or something like that. Most, I believe. Easier to get to the games. Oh. It sounds handy because it can do like a bunch of things, and I wouldn't need to have like a bunch of other emulators emulators. But if they have all the other emulators. 64 DS, Game Boy, GameCube. Ouch! That hurt. Can we land the sleep this time, please? Morty. We don't have any more flashes. We probably should have just gone to the Pokemon Center. We might not be good, actually. I'm gonna mash Leech Seed. Did he miss? Did we die? What happened? We died, didn't we? We died. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. What happened? Boom! Everyone's dead! Where am I? I'm just use it for Emerald, Sea Glass, and Platinum Wall. Emerald Sea Glass? What is that? Emerald Sea Glass? Is this the second time I healed them? I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying any attention. Bum 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 bum. It'd be so funny if we did catch a shine or find a shiny. I guess I would try to catch it if I found one. It'd be so funny if we found one while doing this. I'd want a shiny Gligar though. I like Gligar. Too bad he's like not very good. I love Gliscor. Gliscor's so awesome. The shame about like playing these earlier games, I like how they play more, but they're missing like a lot of the Pokemon that I like and a lot of moves I like. Bing, bing. I love Gliscor. I love Toxicroak. I love Scraggy. I like Ludicolo. He's not like that late, but like he's not in this one. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite, which feels weird to say. I've the more I play it, the more like problems I notice, like with how like clumsily put together like the like the move pools are kind of made. Like the way like Feraligatr has like a high attack, but like he's a water, so he can't get stab off of anything that he uses his good attack for. So he's like secretly more of a special attacker, like secretly, but like that's also like specifically for water type moves. Emerald Sea Glass is a ROM hack that adds all Gen 1 to 3 Pokemon with improved AI with Johto graphics. What? Recommended search to /try out. Dude, I love the way Johto looks. If I can play with Gens 1 through 3 Pokemon, like you mean like in this style that we're playing right now, I love these. I love the way this game looks. These like have my favorite sprites in them. And like a lot of it is the colors, but like a lot of it also is like I'm pretty sure like the sprites are smaller. Like there's like less like pixels to work with, and I think they just do so good at like portraying like the poses and like the Pokemon's personality with like the limitations they're given, like with the colors and the things. I also still like the sprite art from like the later games, but when they started having like the more canon, like when they have like the more canon colors, obviously it makes sense to look like the way that they do on the box art and stuff, like in the anime. But I don't know, I like the way they look in here better. rock throw. I hope this doesn't kill me. Okay. What is it a ROM hack of? Is it of Emerald? Pokemon with improved AI with better graphics. That's very interesting. Hold on, I think I want to look it up right now. Like, I want to see what that looks like. Do. Pooping inside of my own hands. Pooping. Pokemon Sea Glass Emerald. Oh. Oh, and can you have your Pokemon follow you? They also changed some Pokemon to be their better form, to be their better form, like Sceptile is physical and Grasp Dragon with the sharpness ability. Also, the game has physical special split. Yes, Emerald. Oh. I think I need to play this now. Cause like that's like everything. That's like everything I want. Except for abilities. But that's like that's a stupid hot personal petty take that I have, and I understand that. I've already wait, did we miss? Yeah. I live with abilities. I understand all the proper pros to them. It's just the fact that they don't, the fact that you almost never know what the whoops. The fact that we like that I can't know what the ability is until like it activates is annoying. And that's my entire reason. And it makes me say that I don't like abilities. I probably wouldn't have any problem with them if that's all they did. And I think it's crazy that they still don't do that. And I don't think there's really like a proper reason as to why they don't do that. Oh, what I was saying before, I was saying this and then I interrupted myself at some point. You get the shiny charm in PC instead of the potion. Oh, I had so much fun shiny hunting Mudkip for 4 hours. I'm not kidding. I got really unlucky with 1 in 2,000 odds, lol. Shiny hunting, I think it's so cool to have a shiny, but I don't know if I could ever actually shiny hunt. My friend, he has a lot of shiny hunts, or shinies, because he has shiny hunted a lot. And that is plenty cool and everything, but it's insane. It's insane. He'll talk to me about like how long it took and blah 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 and all this thing he had to do, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't do that. I remember one time I was like, I want to do like a run of Pokemon. I think it was Shining Pearl or something. I was like, I want to do a run of Shining Pearl where I can only use shiny Pokemon, and I'm completely willing if that means I only use like 3 Pokemon throughout the entire game. But I just had to start grinding for like getting the shiny starter, right? And I think I did that for not even that long. I think I did it for like at most an hour before I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. But that's just He woke up and exploded. Boom! Oh yeah, but one change I do love in Pokemon, and I'm surprised it took so long to have it, is like you being able to switch out your moves like all the time. That I really like. I think it makes sense why they didn't do it in earlier games. Like, there was probably just limitations as to what you could do. Like, or like what you could, like at what all you could put in the game earlier in the games, and they probably just never thought to like change it. But That I think it's just like a way better way to handle moves. Also, like the change to make TMs like not consumables. I also like that change a lot. I feel like making your Pokemon's moveset like easier to like figure out and experiment with is just a way. That's one where like removing a sense of difficulty in like in a Pokemon run, in a mechanic, removing the difficulty of this mechanic in the game design, or blah blah blah, blah, words. Ouch. Remiss and then he blows up. Never mind. I feel like that's something that is fine to be without, is the fact that TMs are so like rare and like consumable. You can only use them like once, and like you can only buy so many TMs, and then a bunch of other TMs are like you can only find them in this area, or you can only find them from this like NPC. I feel like having a TM and you can just use it forever now, and I don't know why I'm mashing sleep powder right now. Boom. Also, I don't remember when they started doing this in Pokemon. It didn't take that long to get in. But it is kind of annoying playing this game and being like, they want to learn this new move. We're not going to tell you what it does though. And I just have to look up what it does. Like, I can't imagine playing this game when it came out and just being like, yeah, sure, I'll get this new move. And it's like a lot of the time it's not a move that you really want or like should even replace at all. My first run, I had Swampert, Weavile, Ampharos, Crobat, Aggron, and Jumpluff all shiny. At the end, I realized I had a five of 6. Let me move this window over a little bit so I can see chat better. 6 pink shinies. I just wanted them XD. That is funny. Hashtag pink. I love pink things. Guzzles a whole gallon of Pepto-Bismol. Delicious! Mixes a evil concoction of Pepto-Bismol and cotton candy and injects it into my bloodstream. And then I become pink, and then I become a shiny Pokemon, and I start having that like little shiny thing that like happens whenever somebody throws me out of a Pokeball. Shiny Wyatt. That's a good personality quiz. What shiny color are you? And then they like ask you a bunch of questions like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite shiny Pokemon color? That pisses me off with personality quizzes when they just be like, what blobbity blobble. Like I think I did one where I was like, what Skylander are you? And it's like, what's your favorite Skylander? What's your favorite Skylander element? What's your favorite? And this is like, you clicked that you like trigger happy, so you're trigger happy. And it's like, are you dumb? I think I might be dumb for clicking on this quiz. What shiny color are you? If I had to be a shiny color, I think being pink would be awesome. I am so pink. I spent probably about 3 days playing non-stop. There's also cheat codes for 99 nuggets and rare candies if you just want to play and not worry about grinding, and they're usable. That is pretty handy and cool. I don't know though. In a situation like this, where I've got to grind up a Lily, not a Lily, a Skiploom. Jesus. Larper spotted. Annihilate the Larper. If I'd, oh my. Okay, well we'll go back to the Pokemon Center. See, whenever it happens is whenever I don't try to call it. So I need to constantly, I need to be constantly be on my game and be like, he's about to blow up, and then he doesn't blow up. Because he's like, gets shy, and he's like, oh, no, I wasn't going to blow up. In a situation like this, I would absolutely debug the game and give myself a bunch of rare candies. But I think usually I wouldn't do that. It really felt so weird to me though, one time. I probably have already talked about this like in the series before, but I don't care. There was one time where I was doing, me and my friends, we didn't get very far into it, but we were like, let's do a Soul Link race. It was 4 of us, so we did 2 teams, and we raced each other, and I haven't really played like a Nuzlocke before. I've like done a little bit, but I've never like finished a run, so I haven't played like a whole lot of Nuzlocke. But I also wasn't playing with like hard Nuzlocke rules, like hardcore Nuzlocke rules. I was like I think the only difference in the way I would do it and the way they were doing it was I was using items in battle. But like we were all sharing our screen, right? And my Pokemon was low, so I used the heal potion. And then they're like, Wyatt, you can't use items in battle. And I'm like, what? We didn't say this. And they're like, it's a Nuzlocke. And I'm like, those are hardcore rules. You guys don't know the difference between a hardcore Nuzlocke and a Nuzlocke? Like, not all Nuzlocks have hardcore, like, those are hardcore rules. I didn't know we were doing hardcore rules. And then, die. Why Skiploom, if I might ask? Also, why no attacking moves? Sorry, I haven't played Gen 2 since I was a kid. That's a good question. I don't remember where his attacking moves went, because I've been playing this playthrough over the span of like the past like 3 years or something. Skiploom, because I like him. I before starting the game, I was like, I want to play with Hoppip, because he's on the first route, and I like his design, and I've never used him before, so I'm gonna play with him. Because I remember, yeah, he has Tackle, and at some point we forgot Tackle, and then he doesn't learn another attacking move until he gets Mega Drain at level 36. We could try to teach him an attacking move, but the thing is that I think an attacking move is only really useful during something like this, where we're just fighting people over and over again. The idea is that he can just be a guy who can quickly give somebody some status effect, like Leech Seed or Sleep or something out, and then we can like switch to somebody else, and then they can do something else, like, or like he could paralyze somebody, like, except I think we forgot paralyze at some point. He could poison somebody, he could Leech Seed somebody, and then we can switch to somebody else. But yeah, we made a. I don't remember when we forgot paralysis powder, but that was definitely a huge misplant. We could probably. Oh yeah, but also like the part of like why I don't really want him to learn like why I'm like kind of chill with him not having any real attacking moves is because his attack is terrible. Like his attack and special attack are 45 right now, and then even with Jumpluff, like the final evolution, it's like 55, which I guess is like, you know, more than nothing. But yeah. window. Window all done. All done right. There we go. Hardcore is level caps, no items in battle, but Nuzlocke is a scuffed concept since there's a ton of rules you can create for yourself. Yeah. Is this the first Gligar? There's no way. I'm sure we've probably come across a Gligar before. I like Jumpluff a lot after using it in competitive back in Gen 6. I loved Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, Substitute, and Acrobatics. Ooh, Substitute. That's an idea. I think that is in this game. Oh yeah, I guess Flash is also a little helpful. We only really have Flash for it being an HM. Ooh. Wait, did we not put him to sleep? I guess we missed. I reckon. Oy. Okay. And then we do this. Okay, and then we go back to doing this. Wait! We don't have to worry about putting him to sleep because he doesn't explode. I mean, it like lessens how much damage he does to us, but it'll go by quicker if he's poisoned. Ouch. And we got poisoned from that. That's amazing. Watched him for probably 20 minutes, I guess, and only seen you run into Geodude and Graveler. Also, first turn wake up is rough. Lol. It is rough. It is way worse though when they first turn wake up and then explode. But we don't gotta worry about that with this guy. This is already way faster. Like I probably don't even really need to speed up when he's taking poison and the and Leech Seed. Yeah, harden for me. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Let's go. See, what we need is fighting more Glygars. I really want to play like a Pokemon game where I could like just get all my favorite Pokemon and put them on one team. But that's like way harder than it sounds. And the biggest problem with that, I think, is the fact that one of my favorite Pokemon is Ludicolo. And I would want him on the team. But he's so unavailable unless you like trade him into another game. He's in, I think he's in Emerald and Sapphire, and then, is he in, oh, well, we're down here now. I forgot where he is in Gen 4, because I'm pretty sure he is in Gen 4, and then I'm pretty sure he's, like, not in Gen 5. He's in, I think he's in, like, very, very few areas in Gen 6. I think not in Gen 7. He's in Shield, and then he's not in Gen 9. I hate Gligar with a passion. You would know if you look up its Platinum Sprite and it's shiny. What? This is crazy. Hold on. It's Platinum Sprite. Gligar Platinum Sprite. Is it cute? Shit, you got a shiny Ludicolo. Fuck. Wait, in Scarlet? Is he in Scarlet? Maybe Pokemon database doesn't have that written down or something, because it said like no location data available yet, which I thought meant that he just wasn't in the game. If he's in the game, that's huge. Except I have Violet. Would he also be in Violet? Why is it blue? That's that is weird that he's blue. His tail definitely looks I don't know. I don't know. So I kind of started noticing something about his tail when I started looking at these sprites. I kind of can't really look at Glegra the same after I noticed this. It's a tail. It's a tail. Will it be DLC? What? Hold on, let me look up Shiny. Let me look Ludicolo Gen 9. Wait, not Ludicolo. It would be you'd probably catch like a Lotad. Lotad. Does Gen 9 have like version specific Pokemon? Like exclusives? Lotad is in the oh. I don't think I have the DLC. I gotta beat the game first. I haven't played much of Gen 9. That's like a huge hole in my like Pokemon knowledge. Cause like sometimes I would play Pokepedia, and then I gotta focus here. I don't want him to blow up. Okay. I play like wait, what was I saying? Did I say Pokepedia? I would play Pokedoku, and then it would ask, like one of the slots would be like, this is for the Paldea region. I'm like, oh, game over. I don't know nothing about the Paldea region. Which, I don't know. From what I've played of it, because I think I've played like maybe like 15 hours in so far or something like that. I also play Pokemon like really slowly. But like, I don't know. Because like, what I was doing was, it felt strange. Because it's like a big open world and you can just like go anywhere. It felt strange to just like go here, then beat this gym, and then just go here and just like beat another gym, and it's like I can just kind of keep going and just like keep beating gyms and like keep beating like big Pokemon and keep like beating like those like evil team people. I was like, that's, I don't know, it kind of felt strange how fast I could just keep doing all these like big things. I mean, it's fun. Okay, that's great. Okay. Yeah, but Gen 9 is poorly made for shiny hunters like me because there's no overworld shiny sound like Legends Arceus. Oh, they do make a sound in Arceus. And I think ZA IDK, I haven't played that yet. I have also not played ZA. And I probably won't. I just don't really have an interest in it, because, like, I did really like Arceus, and I was interested in another, like, Legends game. I was like, they just need to add, like, more moves, like, some more Pokemon, and I think it'd be cool to have trainer fights or something. I don't know if they have those in ZA. down here again. I'm just not paying attention. But I don't know, I just saw that it took place in like a city. And I don't know. I reckon that wasn't that big of a turnoff for other people, but I'm like, are we really just, it's the entire game is in a city? Okay, I need you to fall asleep. Okay, okay, okay. So that was part of it, and I also saw that they changed the combat a little bit. Which, I don't know. I like the combat from Arceus. I don't know if ZA's would be any better. I'd have to play it, but I don't know. I'm just kind of not very interested in specifically ZA. You missed! Yes! I want to because my favorite Pokemon Starmie got a Mega and Yo! Mega Starmie is so hilarious. It's so funny. I also didn't like, because like everybody didn't like it, or they at least thought it was really funny. I wasn't a fan of it until I learned that Starmie in general is like a reference to Tokusatsu's. So Mega Starmie is like even more of a reference to Tokusatsu's, and I'm like, oh. But he also looks super funny. Like, I love the fact that he has like knees. And I want to use it in something other than Showdown or Champions. Wait, I should specify my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon and overall lol. My overall is Crocodile. My favorite Pokemon was Gen 1 for a while. I like Poliwhirl / Poliwrath. It's kind of interchangeable to me. I like both of them pretty good. And they were my favorite for like a long time, but then like Scraggy kind of snuck out of nowhere. Like, I had always been a fan of Scraggy, but like for some reason, like the past like 2 years, I've just like, it's been like exponential. I think Scraggy is probably my favorite Pokemon now. I love Scraggy. Has huge power and looks like Fishnets Patrick. He does look like Fishnets Patrick. Look at him! He's so good. I don't know how much longer I want to grind this guy specifically, though. He is probably fast enough to outspeed, Kingdra now. But yeah, what does Kingdra know? He doesn't know a nice move. He knows, I think he knows, Surf. I think like Dragon Breath. Poliwrath is so fun to use in rain teams. I don't know, like part of me like really wants to like get better at competitive Pokemon, but it's so different to me, at least. It's such a different way to think of the game. It feels so complicated. I don't know why I'm using Sleep Powder again. Like part of me like, I don't know, I feel like I want to like look up like how to make a team or something like that, but I don't know. I feel like I also kind of want to try to figure it out myself, but I don't know. Because it'd be cool if I could make my own team and then I could beat my friends by using, you know, a team that isn't like one of the like top, like, this, oh, your team is so lame, your team is so, Because that's what all my friends say to each other. They're like, you're doing Mega Star Raptor, you're doing Trick Room, and you're doing blah 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 blah. You're playing so lame, and I'm like, what if I could build a team that wasn't quote unquote lame, and then I could beat them? What if? But it isn't difficult to learn if you just predict, but don't over-predict, if that makes sense. Yes! Or just watch Wolfie vids. Yeah. I think that's a pretty solid way. I watched a little bit of some of like Alpha Rad's Champions videos. And that made me, what I got from that was like, should I just be teaching everybody Protect? Should everybody be knowing Protect? I think everybody should be knowing Protect. And not everybody on my team knows Protect. So that's one thing to change up. What I've been doing for a while is... Well, I don't know, I haven't done that much like double battles. I guess like I haven't really started in like real Pokemon, like competitive. I've only been doing a bunch of single battles where I just do Hydreigon, Mega Pinsir, and Snorlax. Which, I feel like that's like not really like a thought of team, that's just a bunch of Pokemon that are good. And there's still a lot of problems with it though. Like 2 of them are weak to Focus Blast, and everybody knows Focus Blast. Like, it's crazy. Like, usually when you see a Raichu in, like, a normal game of Pokemon, you wouldn't be, like, running and squealing when you're using, like, a Hydreigon. But then, in Pokemon Champions, you just, like, know that that thing knows Focus Blast, so you just, like, switch out to Pinsir. But then... No, I don't think Raichu has anything for Pinsir. Well, I mean, other than just, like, a super strong electric move. Whoops, I'm stupid. You predict your opponent is gonna surf. Your Golem switch to a grass type, but don't predict, they predict your prediction. Yes. Yes. That's what I was talking about before earlier. It was like near the beginning of the stream when I was talking about, did I get the Leech Seed? I don't know. No, I did not get the Leech Seed. And he blew up. Could I tank it though? I evolved. No, it's still self-destruct. Part of it also is like sometimes I just don't calculate the damage right in my head. Like I'm like way off, which I think that just comes from playing the game more. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, this shouldn't deal too much damage to me or something, and then they deal like a lot of damage, or sometimes I'm like, this should deal decent damage, and then the Pokemon's just like way bulkier. There's also just like knowing what Pokemon are like faster than others. Like, because I remember when I fought against Kelly, his Staraptor was like crazy fast. I guess he was using Tailwind, that's probably what it was. Because when I was playing in single battles later, I was outspeeding the other dude's Staraptor, and I was like, I thought Staraptor was like crazy fast. It's probably because he had Tailwind and I didn't. But yeah, that's what I was talking about before. I was like, a lot of the gameplay is kind of just trying to predict what your opponent is gonna do, and I feel like I'm not very good at that. Because I think I overthink it a lot, and then sometimes like I'll overthink it, and I'm like, I need to start thinking less, and then I think just a little bit too little, and then the bad stuff happens. You gotta think just right. You gotta be like the Goldilocks of thinking. You can't think too little. I feel like what was getting me a little bit far, though, in playing against my friends, was I was thinking too little. Well, not too... I was thinking so little that they couldn't predict how dumb I was playing. And then I feel like that would get me the upper hand. And Explosion halves the opponent's defense in gens 1 through 4, so you ain't surviving long. I did not know that. Mega Staraptor is so busted. Giving it fight type and Contrary is dumb. That's what I was hearing from one of my friends. They're both arguing on which one's team was scummier to be playing, but to me I was just like, this kind of sounds like any other like competitive game talk where it's like, you're playing the thing that annoys me and is the one that I'm not playing, so you're scummy and I hate playing against you. Is what it sounded like to me. But yeah, it kind of feels like rock, paper, scissors almost in a way. Where it's like, you could think like, oh, I think my opponent's about to go rock, so I'm gonna go paper. But what if they think that I'm gonna go paper, and then they go scissors? So what if I go rock? And then at that point, it's probably just safest to go rock. Because, like, what's the chance that they loop all the way back around to paper? And it's like, what if they actually didn't have any of that thought processes and they just went paper anyways? I lose, no! That's what rock, paper, scissors is like for me, at least. I'm trying to think about what my opponent would do. Like, is my opponent, like, a scissors kind of guy? Is my opponent a paper kind of gal? Me, personally, I am a scissors kind of guy. Like, if rock wasn't such a huge issue for scissors players, I probably would just be a like scissors main. Like speaking real, speaking honest. I like the vibe of scissors the most. Oh my god, he missed. Yes. 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 See, that's what we need. We either need Gravelers to explode and miss, or we get Glygars. That's how we get this by fast. Are we still only level 27? I think I might just want to get them up to like level 30 or something. Cause like level cap is 40, but another 10 levels. How we say he is? Probably not. Because he's already, I think he's already pretty fast. I think he might be already fast enough, maybe, to outspeed. Well, or he could be. Once he's level 30, he could be faster than Kingdra. I remember the Kingdra was outspeeding our brother. I remember Kingdra was outspeeding our Feraligatr last time, and I think that's because he was under-leveled. We got him up to level up now. Hi! I hope you weren't changing or anything. I wasn't looking. I'm just looking for the nurse. Hello, nurse. Bloom, 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 bloom. And then after this, we gotta level up our Xatu. Our noob Xatu. Which might be trickier on this route with all the rock throws being, with all the rocks being thrown around. And all the things that explode. And the lack of having a psychic type move. Oh. Warnk. Oh. Whoa. Oh, that Carlo. Okay. Okay. That's nice. Okay. Back to the Pokemon Center. Blackthorn City. Excuse me, teehee. Me when I drink the water that makes you burp. Bloop, 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 bloop. Who? There's still some, even besides like the newer Pokemon games, there are some Pokemon games that I still need to play. Like Black and White is like a huge one that I've been missing out on. I just learned Electros as a Mega. Are we serious? Hey! And I leveled up. Has a Mega and its ability is low-key busted as well. I'm glad its stats made it kind of IMO. Funny enough, that's what the other team that my friend was running. He was running Mega Staraptor, and then his other team was Mega Electros. He does all the Mega busted stuff. I wonder why. I want Champions to have more Pokemon in it. This take is as hot as the sun, I know, but like, Poliwrath ain't in it, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Poliwrath ain't in Champions. But Politoed is. What? Poliwrath isn't in it. Ludicolo ain't in it. Raises eyebrow. Side Eyes Pokemon Company. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Was there somebody else who wasn't in it? Farfetch'd, my goat ain't in it. Fuck, is Surfetch'd in it? It's basically Levitate mixed with Beast Boost, but base attack speed, base 80 speed is lackluster. Beast Boost? What's Beast Boost? Oh, its ability is low-key busted. Oh. I actually don't know if Surfetch'd in it. I really need to, like, I desperately need to pull a Scrafty. Because I haven't been, like, moving any Pokemon into it. I don't really have any Pokemon in, like, other, like, Switch games that I think would be, like, good enough to move it, like, over into Pokemon Home and then be, like, or, like, not even, like, good enough, just, like, Pokemon that I would want to have them in Pokemon Home and then move them over to Champions. I think I'd rather keep them in the games that they are. But honestly, I might have to do that if I want to get Scrafty. Because, like, holy crap. I have not gotten Scrafty. And I need Scrafty. I need that boy. Watch Magikarp got a Magikarp? Every stat like it should already have. Honestly, yeah. That is honestly, like, seriously, like, that would be, like, an insane, like, power move. Like, Magikarp, Mega Magikarp, and then, like, Splash. And Leech Seed again. Okay, that's awesome. I'm a genius. That'd be, like, so raw. It does like its whole awesome cutscene. Corp! And you just splash those around. Let me flash. Forever. Two more levels. Well, yeah. 2 more levels. Z Splash. Wait, was that real? Z Splash is real? Oh, well, it would be, wouldn't it? Wait, would it? I forgot how Z moves works. You would click the Z, you click like the Z move button and then pick a move in your moveset, right? So that makes sense that Z Splash would be real. I forgot how Z moves works. I haven't played with Z moves in like a billion years. Look it up, it was so dumb. Let's Z Splash. Gyarados. Is Splash the best Z move? First result being a Reddit post. Watch this video. Watching video of it right now. Oh, I forgot. It was like based it on like the type, or I guess maybe was it based off the type, or was it based off of like what kind of move it was and the type? In which that makes sense for Z Splash to be a thing. That is so fucking funny. Can't you like not use a Z move again unless you use one? Or something like that? I don't remember how Z moves worked. It's been so long. Megas are so awesome, but I kind of understand why not keep doing megas. Z Splash gave the user +3 attack lol. What? That's awesome. That is so awesome. Does he get Leech Seed? Did I get the Leech Seed? No. +3 is so funny. It's not. Oh. Oh my god. It's either he wakes up immediately, or the Leech Seed doesn't hit, or he wakes up immediately, or... Because, like, part of the reason why, like, Gen 6 didn't have much new Pokemon was, they, like, half the new Pokemon they added were Megas. Let's go. And so, like, Megas are cool and everything, but if I had to choose between like, Megas and, like, more new Pokemon, I would want the more new Pokemon. But Megas are, like, so cool. I think they're, like, way cooler than like any other of the gimmicks. Though Punny would abuse it with Baton Pass until Eevee. Oh, got it. Z move lol. Oh, that's crazy. Z Splash being meta. Let's go, Gligar. I love seeing this guy. But that is the shame about playing these earlier gens. I can't get a Gliscor. Can't get a Gliscor. Like the move pools aren't so good, and then a lot of like the evolutions that I really like aren't around. Like Murkrow's just Murkrow. I'm not like a huge Honchkrow fan, but like I think it's cool for Murkrow to evolve. Gen 5's gimmick best? Gen 5 had a gimmick? I like Megas and Z moves, but gyms? It's all tank routes for most players. What? See, this is why I need to play Gen 5. Like I feel like it's like the fan favorite, and I haven't played it. And also this, I guess. I didn't know Gen 5 has a gimmick. What? What? Miss Quasi. Oh, I'm poisoned. I might just run from this one. The type gems that were single use and made the move of its type. More power. Single use and made the move of its type. Huh. Was it like an item you used? Or was it like a held item or something? Oh. I also might have more of an appreciation for Gen 5's like Pokemon if I played Gen 5. Because I feel like that might I feel like that's like the one where I where I don't like most of the Pokemon. Not don't like as in have a distaste for, but like where I just don't really feel anything for most of them. A huge win with Scraggy though. I did not need to sleep him. I did not need to do that. Scraggy was a huge win for Gen 5. There are others I like, but there are a lot of others I don't like. I think Sock and Throw are from Gen 5. I don't like Sock and Throw. They're weird. They're like they're on another level of like humanoid Pokemon that are kind of they feel awkward to have around because they're so humanoid, but they also have like full up like clothes. I don't think they're clothes that they had to like fashion and like make and like put them on. I think they're, you know, like part of their body or something like that, but I think it's still, I don't know, it's like you're still kind of basically wearing clothes. And I'm still also like putting you in a ball. I don't know. Like you really just look like a blue guy. To use like last resort, you would have an explosion Pokemon hold normal type gym and fire off a one-time 375 power explosion. Oh. Got a place in my heart after using Throw in Radical Red. It had Technician Storm Throw. I don't know what that is, but I think that definitely is a very consistent way of like beginning to like a Pokemon. Like there have been a lot of Pokemon that I kind of just like didn't like or have been neutral on until I like used them once. Like, I think I used to, like, really not like Cyndaquil, because I was like, he's so boring. He's a little mouse with with fire on his back. I was like, I don't like a lot of the Gen. I think all the Gen 2 starters look boring. Chikorita's like a smooth nub thing. That's weird. Totodile isn't as cool as Squirtle. And Cyndaquil, he isn't even red. He's like green and peach. What boring colors for a fire start. That's weird. But like Typhlosion is like one of my favorite Pokemon now. I love Cyndaquil and the Cyndaquil line. I played Crystal once, and now I love Cyndaquil. I used to hate Sunflora until I used it in Scarlet, then I hated it. Oh, that's funny. Sunflora is so weird. I often forget that Sunflora exists. My brother, he's like not crazy into Pokemon. He's like familiar with some Pokemon. But like, one time he saw Sunflora and he's like, how long has this guy been a thing? Is he new? I'm like, no, he's from Gen 2. He's like, what? This guy does not, who is this guy? He had never even seen Sunflora in his life. And often I forget that Sunflora exists. And yeah, I'm not a Sunflora fan. What an interesting case of a very. There are a lot of interesting choices for a Pokemon, I think, in Gen 2. Like Shuckle is very interesting. I do kind of love Shuckle though. Very interesting. Is the only way you can get a Shuckle from that kid who trades him for you? It has no bulk, no speed, and has decent special attack. It is a shame, like, how many Pokemon, like, aren't very good. Like, I remember when I was playing Gen 4, I was gathering all the Pokemon that I liked. That, like, I would just, like, see them and I liked them and I'm like, I want to catch you. And then my friend saw what my team was and he saw Cricketune, Carnivine, and Girafarig. And he's like, what the fuck is this team? He was like, your ass is not beating Cynthia. I'm like, what the fuck? what the... Like, what's the problem with this team? I like these guys. I like Cricketune and Carnivine and Girafarig. What's wrong with them? Oh. I still haven't played, like, actual Gen 4, though. Well, I've played a Gen 4 game, but I mean, like, Pokemon, blah, 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 Diamond and Pearl. I played Shining Pearl, and I don't really like it. I don't really like Shining Pearl. Ouch! We'll go to the Pokemon Center. The most forgettable to me is Trubbish, because it only gets some light on it, and it only gets some light on it in Gen 8 when it got in Gigamax form. But no one used but that creepy lady. Creepy lady. I love Carnivine. I used to be indifferent until I used a shiny one in Pokemon X. I like how it's always like a shiny with you. Yeah. Or not always a shiny, but like most of the time you'll be like, I'll like mention a Pokemon and you'll be like, you'll be like, I like that Pokemon. I had a shiny of it one time. Average shiny hunter experience. Maybe not average shiny hunter experience. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Oh. I don't know what my most forgettable Pokemon would be, because I think I definitely remember Trubbish exists. Well, I guess that's the tricky thing, right? I probably wouldn't remember which one the most forgettable one to me is. But I do think Sunflora is pretty forgettable. Sadly. I mean, it's not like his, I honestly don't even think his design is like good enough. I was hunting Goomy but found Carnivine. It's a shame about all the bug types that aren't very good as well. Did I use? Yes, I did. There's, because like Cricketune isn't good, which I guess that makes sense. He's like an early route bug. Oh, we missed. Let's go. Random shinies are some of the best ways to use Pokemon you wouldn't normally use. That's pretty true. I think that and Nuzlocke, like where like we have like I gotta catch like the first Pokemon. I should probably run Nuzlocke more often, because I, like, in the few Nuzlocke I have, I definitely ended up with, like, Pokemon that I, like, never use. Because I feel like I'm pretty picky when it comes to choosing my team. Because, like, more recently, since I, like, started playing Crystal, like, gosh, it wasn't, I was about to say, like, maybe 2 years ago. That was not 2 years ago. When I first played Crystal, that was, Jesus. Maybe 3 to 5 years ago, something like that. Oh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I started being like, I want to have only like maybe 10 Pokemon. I want to catch only like maybe like 10 Pokemon. Because part of what really slows down the game for me a lot is like trying to make sure that like I'll have like maybe like I don't know, I'll have like 15 or 16 Pokemon or something like that, and I'll like always want all of them to be on like the same level all the time, and that just takes a lot of grinding, which is why I really don't mind XP share. I don't know why some people would want to turn it off. I feel like that'd be a pretty niche thing. Because I remember I was watching like a review on that like Radical Soda did on Sword and Shield, and he was making a big deal about how you can't turn XP share off, which I understand it being like, I would always want to have a choice in something, especially when I had that choice before and you took the choice from me now. Once again, I found a random shiny, but it was of the fire grass pepper thing. That thing, yeah. I'm blanking on the name. It was so fun to use. I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name though. It was like it's like the two-headed thing. Or I think it may like evolve to be a two-headed thing. I have about 6 boxes in my Pokemon home full of shinies. I have a problem I don't want fixed. Yeah, and isn't that life? What life's all about is having just the best problems. Interpret that in only one very specific way that is relevant to this context. Don't interpret that in any other way. This is not very good advice to say. Smiley face. Oh.
Poison powder.
Poison powder. What was I saying? Don't blame me. Blame the red Gyarados that started my addiction. That sounds about right. I think if there was anything to start this, it would be that tantalizing that you just see one Pokemon that's a different color and see how it goes blink, and you're like, I think I might want more of this guy. I did catch him in this run. In my first playthrough, I was like, I don't care. And then I killed him. Did I leech seed him? I don't remember if I leech seeded him. Oh yeah, but that video where Radical Soda was making a big deal about not having XP share on. I can't think of a situation where I would really want XP share off. I think the only times he was like specifically complaining about it was when it was like, oh, my Pokemon evolved in a fight where he wasn't even doing anything. Which I don't know. I guess if you really want to play the game like that, then I think you should have the ability to choose to. But it's just so much slower. It's such a slow way to play the game. One more level and then I'm done leveling up Jumpluff, and then we gotta grind Xatu, and that's gonna take a lot less time, but it might be trickier because I don't know what moves we're gonna be using to do that. See, we have gotten to the point where we do tank this sometimes, but so but in fact, the Red Gyarados has set DVs/IVs in Gen 2, and they make it super weak. Oh, DVs max at 16. And the Red Gyarados was 5 and everything, but HP at 10, I believe. Oh. Okay. I also used to not be a Gyarados fan until I played Gen 1. I was like, in this gen, I'm gonna try Gyarados. I was like, I'm gonna try Gyarados. And then he ended up being really cool. Of course, he had, him and, I don't know, him and much like a lot of other Pokemon were kind of strange to use in the earlier gens, because like, he was my surf guy, but his attack was like super high and his like special was like okay, I think. So what I would want to do is just spam surf over and over again. But that doesn't use his amazing like attack stat. That's what would happen if I used like bite. Leech seed. Very weird. Also, the egg you get near the start of the game has a 1 in 8 chance to hatch a shiny. I learned that like right before this stream. I got my second shiny in that game from that, and it was a Cleffa. I think that's a like an even bigger way to like get addicted to it. Is like from an egg, and it's like, whoa, it's shiny from the egg. Oh my god. Because it's like that's guaranteed the Red Gyarados. And then, but like from an egg, I feel like even if it is guaranteed, just seeing it hatch from an egg and it'd be like, it'd be like, what the fuck? That blew my mind when I heard that. I was like, what? I've never gotten a shiny who's a what's it from an egg. I mean, I've only played through this game like twice. This is like my second playthrough. I do want to do a third one when I finish with this one, because I haven't done a playthrough where I play with Chikorita. So, you know. And is this really my favorite gen if I haven't played through it 3 times, one with each starter? Like, can I really say that? I mean, I'm also still kind of on the fence of calling it my favorite gen. It's definitely the one I've played the most and enjoyed the most, but they got it's pretty dated. It's pretty dated. Masuda hunting in Scarlet to get Delphox and Meowscarada. I'm not a furry, I just like the shinies, I swear. I really do wish they... I mean, I know these next starters are gonna start walking on their feet, but like, I really wish they at least look a little bit more animalistic when they start walking around on their feet. In Gen 10, was it like Winds and Waves? Oh. Because it's like, it's not, I don't think it's so much that the designs are bad, it's just, it's been this for a while. Like, I feel like Gen 5, or Gen, I feel like kind of like Gen 5 was like the last one where they kind of still all felt like animals, like big beasts that we were using, because it was like a snake, it was like a seal, a big old fat pig. I want the dog one to stay on all fours, like Skeledirge. I can't say all these Pokemon words. LARP. Activate LARPing sniper rifle. I know I'm definitely getting the little gecko. I do think it is funny how many since Gen, I guess since Gen 7, like all the water starters have been zesty. Because like I also like usually go with the water starter first. So yeah, I ended up not doing Quaxley for Gen 9 though, because I was just like, I always do the water starter. I kind of want to change it up a bit. I do like Quaxley the most though. Excuse me. The anthropomorphic starter trend with Embor to a lot of people. I mean, I guess I feel like the start of it, start of the trend. Well, I don't know. I think it's kind of debatable because there's Blaziken, but then after that, the closest it gets is Infernape, but Infernape's a monkey, so like you can't really call that. I feel like you can't really call that like an anthro Pokemon design. I feel like the first one would have been Blaziken, but I feel like starting a trend. I don't know, I guess Embor could have started the trend, but to me, Embor just doesn't really feel too, I mean, he kind of is, but I feel like he still feels like pretty beast-like. What am I doing? Leech Seed. And then Gen 6, there's Delphox. I feel like that's kind of the only one in Gen, and only like real, I don't know. Because there's a Greninja. Greninja's pretty anthro, but like he's also, I feel like he's also still like pretty frog-like. And he's also like, we're trying to get across like Frog Ninja, right? I feel like we gotta do that with, the way we do that is with a human-like design. And I like Greninja's design. I actually do really like Greninja's design. I like a lot of the designs. I like a good deal of them. I like the way I really like Masquerada's design. But I don't know. I think it just looks so human-like. For a design, I really do like Masquerada. For a Pokemon, I'm just like, you look so human. I'd be creeped out if I had you as a pet, because you just look like a person. I pick fire mostly because water and grass types are abundant, and fire is rare, and that started with Gen 4. If you haven't looked at it, look at all the fire types in Diamond and Pearl and compare to Platinum. Are they, like, they're rare in Gen 4, or, like, they're, like, abundant in Gen 4? Because when I first played this game, I knew to go with Cyndaquil first, because I was like, what even fire, like, Pokemon are there other than the starters? There's, like, in this game, there's Flareon, which in this same playthrough we experienced like all the reasons to not do Flareon. I mean, unless you just want to have the fire type as like defensive. Just look, bro, trust. What are we checking? Like seeing how little there are? Or, hold on, I'll look. Wait, what am I looking up? How many there are in Gen 4? Like they're rare and that started with Gen 4? I feel like they've always been like especially near the beginning they've always been rare. Let me look at fire. The fire type. Cause like Gen 2 also it has like Houndoom and Houndour, but that's post game. You can only catch them in Kanto. And then Flareon, you can evolve him, but he won't learn a fire type move until like level like 60 or something. I guess there is also the dog. What's his name? Arcanine. There's Arcanine. And you can catch Rapidat or Ponyta like later in like the really late game. I don't think Vulpix is in this game. And then Magmar, I think you have to hatch from an egg. Well, I think you can catch him like in Victory Road or something. But Magby, you have to hatch from an egg. Whoa. I mean, just looking at the list of all fire Pokemon, what they added in Gen 4 was Magmortar, an evolution of an already existing line, Rotom, a version of an already existing Pokemon, and Heatran. Isn't he like a legendary or like a pseudo-legendary? I always forget Victini is a fire type. I don't think I ever remember what type Victini is. It really was just... Wow, they just added this, just the starter, and then Magmortar and Rotom and Heatran. Diamond and Pearl is only Infernape and Rapidash. Platinum adds Houndoom, Magmortar, and Flareon. That's all. Like, that's all you can find in the game? Yeah. Oh. Ouch. Oh, we just lived a Graveler exploding. Holy balls! And we leveled up. Let's go. Okay, now honestly, we probably don't have to go to Boombox Center. We'll just swap out for Noob. See, Noob is already level 32, so we can get him up to, what, Smellyon's 37? We'll see if we can get Noob up to like 35 or 37. Let's maybe 36. We'll do 36. Rotom and Heatran is post game. Yeah, that's like a huge thing that pissed me off with this game. There's so many Pokemon that are post game. Rotom was Ghost Electric in all its forms in Gen 4. What? That's kind of hilarious. Okay, Noob, what do we do? We have Fly and Nightshade. I don't think Rock resists flying, right? Oh, but he would miss, right? And then I get the experience? That's kind of huge. Okay, grinding on Noob might just be insane, like way easier than all that. Because if he can just explode, insane. How much how many times can we use this? 15? That's not bad at all. Not bad at all, I'd say. Not bad at all. Yeah, but I don't know. Part of my thing with like the Anthro Pokemon is just like it looks a little bit less like a wild animal. I think they're good designs. I think a lot of them are like I think a lot of them are just like so good that I don't care. Like I love Lucario's design. I know Lucario was like explicitly made to be like super popular, I feel like. But like it's such a good design. I love Lucario. I love fighting types. Fighting is my favorite type. That's like kind of the shame about like whenever I like try to make a team of all my favorite Pokemon is that we just suck when we go up against like flying and psychic types because it's just it's just a bunch of fighting. Toxicroak, Scraggy, freaking like Hitmonlee, Lucario, Poliwrath, Heracross. Like it's like it's just all fighting types. Just remember, if you feel useless, Game Freak decided to get Rotom Fan Flying type Levitate. Oh, I do feel much better. Game Freak be cooking sometimes. Game Freak, Game Freak be cooking. Yeah, but also part of it is, for me, the wanting it to be, like, to kind of be, like, a little bit more varied, because, like, especially in these last ones, like, oh, man, okay, well, that's just unlucky.
Yo guys, I got some good news. We're a little bit lucky.
Up all night to get fun, up all night to get lucky. But yeah. Yeah, but like, I guess we had like the alligator, like last generation. I forgot his name. The Fuecoco final evolution. That's cool. Gen 8, Gorilla, Inteleon is literally just like a scrawny ass like gay guy that just like stands up. And then the bunny, the rabbit, score bunny, score rabbit, some. And then I guess, and then there's like also like the trend of the blow up, yeah. There's also like the trend of all like the water starters being like zesty for the past several generations, and I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's like making them like bad designs. I've also like some people have been like, well, I don't think Primarina is like a zesty design. It's just kind of like girly. And like, okay, well, switch over the terminology to girly pop designs. And I think that captures all of them. And it's not, I don't have a problem with any of the designs except for Inteleon. I really don't like Inteleon, isn't it? I don't, because I got Sobble. I like Sobble the most out of all those starters. And then he became like a weird like ninja thing. And I'm like, okay. And then he becomes like a sniper, and it's like, what? And he makes a sniper rifle out of water, and it's like, what? For some reason, I feel I need to go to the Pokemon Center. Okay, I don't need to go to the Pokemon Center. I don't know why I wanted to go to the Pokemon Center. And it's also just like, I don't know. I feel like if you, like, why is the first one like a crybaby, and then the second one is like edgy and emo, and then like the third one's just like so cool and sassy? It's also, he looks weird. He's so skinny. He's so skinny. They also gave Delibird 2 abilities that do the exact same thing, and one of them is its hidden ability. He's based off of the 007 because he's Spy. Like GoldenEye. Yeah. That makes sense. The theme looks so weird. Bro, I think we tank this though. Because didn't we tank the Graveler exploding before? Let's go. But yeah, so I don't really have a problem with it being those designs individually, but like I think it's weird that it's like specifically the water starters too. Like what? Why? Like it is also gonna be like again with this one, or I think so. It just has the big eyelashes and the lazy eyes, so I'm like, yeah, this one's gonna be bratty. I don't like any of the Gen 8 starters. I don't use them on any replays I do of them. It's not crazy to say that. I don't think it's crazy to say that. I like Grookey and Sobble, and I don't think I really like any of the final evolutions. I think my favorite out of all the final evolutions probably would be like Rillaboom, but like even then he's like all right. I think it's weird how they all have like a gimmick with them, is like they all use like a tool. Like Rillaboom has like the stick and he uses like that he like drums with, and then Scorbunny has a soccer ball or whatever. Ugh, my freaking spine, bro. I've been hunched over. Yipes. And then, you know, Inteleon has his God, gotta sit up straight. And then Inteleon's got his sniper rifle. Yeah, not my, damn it. Okay, that's actually not so bad. I like how this time we like actually do want him to blow up as soon as possible. Ow. For starters, for me, it goes Charizard Gen 1, for Alligator Gen 2, Sceptile Gen 3. You can guess the theme. And then Gen 4 would be Chimchar, Infernape. I do like Infernape. I used to not think much of any of the Gen 4 starters, and then, you know how it goes. I played Shining Pearl, and I used Chimchar. And he's cool. I like him. I like him. He's a fire monkey. Oh, rock does resist flying. I don't know why it took this long for me to realize. That Graveler actually, like, was a genius. Like, he was somebody, there was somebody on the other end of that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was controlling that Graveler. Like, he was playing it out perfectly. Okay, well, for the road, I guess we'll just we'll do this guy the old-fashioned way. This Jumpla from 1957 does grind grinds on Gravelers the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I still want to play OG Gen 4. Well, I guess I still haven't even beat like OG Gen 3. Well, I haven't even played like the remake of Gen 3. I don't know why I said the OG there, but Torterra Gen 4. Oh, Torterra. Well, I guess the theme. I don't want to run. Oh, the reptiles. I did not pick up on the theme. I thought it was like you were going from like fire to water to grass, then fire, water, grass, and fire, water, grass. It's here, just not. Well, there's a frog. That's like a cold-blooded animal. It's like basically a reptile. Primarina. Skeledirge. That's an interesting way to go about picking the starters. I think that's a way I haven't heard before. Yeah, I like reptiles, yeah. I've not heard that as like a method. I've not heard anybody frog is not reptile. It's like if a reptile was moist. It's like if a reptile was like a little wetter, you know what I'm saying? It's like shit. It's close enough. Shit. I'm not thinking right now. You can tell that I'm not thinking from the fact that I'm saying what I'm saying right now. Oh. I've not heard anybody like have like their like favorite animals like affect like their like favorite Pokemon. I mean, it makes sense, but I've never heard anybody like bring that up in like discussion on like their favorite Pokemon or what like tends to be their favorite Pokemon. Only frogs I like is Prince, Naveen, and Tiana. Prince. Those are good picks. Those are some good picks. Probably the best you could pick out of frogs. Can't really think much more. There's some in Amphibia. There's some Sprig. Hot Pop. There's some characters in there. Top 10 frog characters in ever. Number 1, Greninja. Number 2, Tiana. Best Disney movie IMO. It definitely was like one of the only movies I was watching for a while as a kid. Like, I really liked movies as a kid. I wish I still watched movies as much as I did before. Like, it was specifically as a kid where I was like, I want to watch this movie. And I would have, like, times where I would, like, ask for watching, like, whatever movie I was crazy about at the time. Like, I would ask to watch this movie, like, every night. I remember I had that with, like, Little Mermaid, Chicken Little. I did that with Princess and the Frog. Since you said you like Lucario, do you like its female counterpart in Pal World? What? What you talking about? I actually don't know what you're talking about. I did buy Pal World, but I never actually played it. Because all my friends, because I think you can play with friends. And I got it. You know, I will say I do like the design of this. If I guess like maybe like the I don't know. I would think that pals are like Pokemon, where they're also like animals, or at least they're supposed to be. I think as a creature I can like catch in a ball. Very strange. The human hands are a little make me a little nervous. Make me a little uncomfortable. Those hands are very human. But yeah, like, because Power World was popular, like it was really big, like, some years ago. Before I had a PC, I only had a laptop. And then all my friends were playing it, and they're like, Wyatt, get Power World. And I was like, damn, I gotta buy it? What? I was like, okay, I'll buy it. And then after I bought it, I saw how big it was, and I'm like, I cannot put this on my laptop. Like, there's no way I could. I don't know if I could even run this. I can't even download it. Like, I don't think I could ever. Like, I can't even imagine what I would have to clear up in order to make room for this game on my laptop. And then by the time I ended up getting a PC, nobody was playing the game anymore. And I never refunded it. I don't remember how much Power World was. It could have been like, I don't know, like 20, maybe $20, 20. My guess is like 30. Pals aren't like Pokemon. There is lore that they are compatible, like that Vaporeon Cappy Pasta. Okay. I play on my PlayStation. Does it have crossplay? I would probably be completely down to just play it on like a console. I didn't even consider that. I think I would rather do it on console. If it has crossplay, I could play with my friends. Because my friends have also, I guess there was like a update at some point, like semi-recently. Because they like mentioned it some recently. And they're like, we should pick up Power World again, guys. And I was like, I'd be down. I've never played it. I think it'd be cool to play it. There are a lot of Power World designs where where I see them and I just go, oh no. I'm like, people aren't gonna do very good things with this Pokemon. Like, there was one that was like a little squid person, and I was like, wow, that's very cute, but that makes me I'm afraid on how people will react to this. Like, little squid Power World. Yes, it came up immediately. What is it? Gloopy? What is fun is if you also know about some ARC stuff, but if you don't, it's still fun. I do not know about ARC stuff. ARC is one of my friends' like most played game like ever. Which I think is interesting because he never talks about that game. Like literally all of us forget that that's his like most played game ever. Because I don't even know when he played that game, because I don't think he's like in like recent years, like when we've been like talking like a lot more. He's definitely, there's a Terraria collaboration. That might have been what they were talking about, if that was like a recent thing. Oh, there was a Terraria collaboration. I remember because recently I was playing Terraria and then I saw a pal from Power World in it, and I was like, what the fuck? That's really funny. I don't really know anything about ARC. I reckon it's like a survival game. Gulp. Raise his hand. Teacher, is it like a survival game? Teacher. Head drops. Looks down. Shakes head. Puts head in hands. I like ARC, but my nemesis, the Tickle Chicken, was always killing me whenever I tried to tame one. What is ARC even about, bro? What? The Tickle Chicken. From what I've seen, it doesn't look like any kind of game that would have the Tickle Chicken in it. Something called the Tickle Chicken. That sounds like something that'd be like the player's like nickname for this like monster or something. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Can we get away with this? Like, what if we fly and then he explodes? So what if we flew this time and he used... This time we use fly and then he uses Oh my god. This time we use fly and he self-destructs. I actually meant to say defense curled because the bit was like I was gonna try to like reverse psychology the universe. But then the opposite happened because I wasn't paying attention to what I was saying. Just look up tickle chicken and nothing else. You won't need any further context for it. And then I get like videos of like an old man tickling his chicken. I don't like this new thing Google Images is doing where it like shows you like recommendations on like the homepage of Google Images. Like, why would I need recommendation for Google Images? Like, do people just surf Google Images? Okay, that looks like a chicken that tickles you. Is it actually called that? I mean, that's what it looks like. That's what it's called. That's really funny. Oh. But like, why would I? Because like giving recommendations on what to look at on Google Images makes it sound like some people just go to Google Images just to look at like general images. Like, I feel like when I go to Google Images, it's just like I want to see what something looks like when I want to look it up. Like, if I Google a person, I want to know what they look like when I'm Googling them or something. Or I go to, most of the time it's like I need this picture for like this thing that I'm making, like my Google Slides or like a video I'm editing or whatever. So I don't really see how, because Google Images isn't really anything like Pinterest or something, right? Because that's like what Pinterest is, right? Where you just like look at a bunch of images, or even like Instagram, just like any like social media where you can look at images. But like Google, you can't like or comment on it's just pictures. I don't see why they would give you recommendations. And then there's the fact that like all of them are like AI, or like most of them are AI, and it's like, ugh, this is just gross. It's bad enough that like a crap ton of AI images just show up on like a normal Google image search. It's just a nickname for for that. It's the best dino for one of the bosses. Oh, do you like tame dinosaurs and you like use them to fight people? That makes sense as to why it's comparable to Pal World. That sounds cool. That sounds like a game that would make sense for being popular. Because like, I know I want to have a pet dragon, pet dinosaur. I know I want a pet dinosaur. I didn't expect like this whole stream to be grinding. It makes sense. Honestly, I could just be doing this. Honestly, I should have been doing that like this whole time. Because there's not really any like thing that like stops me, that makes me have to like change up what moves I'm spamming over and over again. I really am just like doing that. The bosses are a giant spider, giant monkey, and a giant dragon. Huh. Oh. Boo, 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 boo. Yummers. I love water. I love water. Gligar's such a good boy. He don't give me any problems, no matter who I'm grinding on. Tons of ARC stuff if you want to check them out. It's funny how I didn't read half of it like out loud. I don't know why. I only read like the latter half out loud. That's kind of fun. Leer and teleport. I think we forget teleport. We don't need teleport. I mean, I guess it's handy for like getting out of a cave or whatever, but I don't care. Pretty sure you can buy escape rope, right? And even if we'll just get out of the cave the old-fashioned way, even if you can't just buy escape rope. Beep, 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 beep. Oi. I got buffed in Gen 9. What with the buff? See, now we can use our fancy schmancy future sight. Wait. Yes, wait, future sight's the attack, right? Am I confusing it for another move? Is future sight's the one where in a few turns it does an attack? Ow. Yes, that is. I don't know what other move I thought it could have possibly been. Wow! This is why we're doing this. Wow! It became a negative priority pivot move. What? Great for easy switches. What? Is it good that it has negative priority? I think I might need this explained to me. Fuck. Is flying still just the real method to be grinding? Because the fact that Future Sight one-taps them is delicious. Yeah. Let me think about this. Oh! Actually, well, now I can't. Because it'd be better to not have that new Pokemon you switch to in the field during all the turns happen. Is that why it's better to have it be negative priority? Teleport is good for Wish Blissey, so you can heal a party member in the back and not risk getting hit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think we might just use, okay, well, and he got a crit. Okay. Well, alright. Well, that's how it happens. Alright, and then we kill this guy the old-fashioned way. Oh, with Darkiplier. Go Darkiplier. Go dark. Go dark. I don't know. I feel like we might not need all this grinding, but it is definitely still awesome to have, especially with how underleveled we are. Because Ice Punch is kind of just huge. And then do this. Oh wait, we didn't get the poison powder. A shiny Gligar, because if you get a Graveler, I'll lose it most likely. Oh, you'll lose it most likely. Oh yeah, because it explode. That's true. What does shiny Gligar look like in this one? Is he also... What is he? Gligar. He's blue. Wait. He looks kind of like gray though. It makes sense for... Yeah, and then he's like more bluer later. Wait, but what? Shiny Gligar. Yeah, that's weird. But he's blue. Trades the pink for blue. What if, like, in real life, there's a chance, there's like a 1 in 8,000 chance that you wake up a different color and just nobody has ever hit that chance before? Like every day. Like, that would kind of be hilarious if you woke up and you were blue. Why are you blue? That'd probably be impossible though. That's definitely not true and debunked by science, because 1 in 8,000, like 8,000 days, that's actually a long time. How long is 8,000 days? Because there's like 365 in a year, and then like 2 or 3 of those, not quite 3 of those, is like 1,000. It's like 3, 6, like that times 8. Saying that made me remember the shiny hunters when their baby is a different color. That is funny. my baby is a different color. Let's go. I did want to end soon, but I feel like we're so close to finishing the grinding that I do want to give it like one shot. I also don't have like any potions on me. I think I need to hit up the store. I'll give it one more shot. I'll get him to level 36, and then we'll give the boo boo ka the gym one more try. See, something, I don't know. I do want to do the post game. I want to beat Red. Are you just training for Claire? Yes. If that's the dragon one, right? I forget her name. I do like her. I don't really think about the gym leaders that much, but there are a lot that have designs that I like, and I like Claire. Oh. Don't know which one would be my favorite though. If I had to pick one, I'd have to look at all of them. Stream idea, rating all the gym trainers' designs. I think I would want to do the one on the Pokemon first. I probably wouldn't try to do every single Pokemon. But I would just go through the Pokedex until I get tired and go to sleep. She has a level 40 Kingdra, good luck. That's what our problem lies in, is the fact that we tried it before, and then we saw that the Kingdra was level 40, and it's like, oh, we're under-leveled? How did we get so under-leveled? Kingdra was so broken pre-fairy type. Dang, I didn't really get how broken fairy type was until I was playing champions. I mean, I already knew that it was pretty strong. I already had seen like a Wolfie video explaining it at some point. But like I was like playing champions, and it's like the game gives you like a couple dragon types like off the bat, and I'm like, well, I know dragon's really good. So I just got some dragons on my team. I put some, like, you know, some dark types on my team, some fighting types. And then somebody will use, like, I don't know, that fairy type move that hits, like, everybody on the enemy side, and it's just, like, super effective and just fucking kills my team. I'm like, damn! And you mean to tell me I gotta use a poison or a steel type move to be effective, super effective against you? Like, why? Can't you be, like, hurt by fire or something? Something more common? Like, shit. Damn! We'll go to the Pokemart and we'll buy some more things. Mid Dragon's unspammable because that was a real problem back then. Yeah. I am seeing like a lot of like it was wait what pick the number. There we go. Let's go in with like 7 hyper potions. But I feel like now everybody's just spamming dragon and fairy. And then everyone and their mama knows an ice type move. And it feels like it's funny because like you start Pokemon and it's like this is what did it save that I beat the trainers? Is that a thing? Yeah, it did. Oh, I gotta do this. I don't remember how to do this puzzle. Steel types are required on teams since Shin 3 with Magneton and Metagross. Oh. Is it Magneton not in Champions? I need him in Champions. I love Magneton. Oh, I don't remember what the deal with this is. Oh, is everything already down? Oh yeah, we can just challenge her again. Never mind. Never mind. I am Claire. This is Claire. Hello, Claire. Oh, we're going in with Xatu in front. I wanted to go in with Feraligatr in front. I think it'd be way better with Feraligatr in front. Or, honestly, a Smeljolon, Nidoqueen. Because these guys know, like, one of them knows, like, Thunder or something, right? It's probably faster than me, is what my guess is. I'll do Fly. Blow up high. Okay, Surf. So this isn't... Because it's like one knows Surf, one knows Ice Beam, I think, and then another... Wow! And then another one knows... What? How does Future Sight work? Is it the next turn it'll attack, or is it the next, like, the next 2 turns or something? One knows Ice Beam, another knows Thunderbolt, and another... Yeah. So... I think after this, we could easily just switch to Smeulon. The tricky thing about Smeulon is the being ground type. 2 turns. So we done used it, and then we'll use Fly. Oh, wait. No, I did not think that through. Because wouldn't it hit this turn? Wouldn't that have been the turn where it does it? I didn't think that through. Oh, shit! Never mind. It does it after they come in. Okay, I did think that through properly. So I don't want this one to be the one that has, you know, the ice or the lightning move. So... I think it's gonna be the lightning one, and I think that'll make Smeulon a safe switch here. Let's go. Oh wait, no, it used Thunder Wave, not. Yeah, they all have Thunder Wave. The Thunderbolt. And we use Ice Punch. I don't remember how strong Dragon Breath is. Not very. Let's go. And we can probably just use Strength here. We can save our Ice Punch. Boom, boom, boom. See, normally I would have Cerebi.net next to me right now, but thankfully I have a chat member who has a very good memory. Unless that chat member also has Cerebi open next to them. Oh. So this one would know Ice Beam, right? And that would be super effective. That would actually, I think that would do a lot. Like, a lot. Yeah, but I kill it first, though. Because I'm faster. Oh. And then, for Kingdra... Cool fact, Alakazam with Elemental Punches, Fire, Ice, Thunder, was busted in-game because nothing resisted. What? Like they wouldn't have, like, the special... They wouldn't have, like, the special defense for it. I guess there's also, like, not much that resists those moves. See, because I think he does know Surf. And he probably uses Surf here. He might outspeed me. I think he does outspeed me. And Ice Punch wouldn't be good, like, wouldn't be great here. Like, I think Strength does more damage. Iron Tail would do more damage, I think. Unless Water, no. I think Iron Tail would do the most damage, but I also don't want to... Because I don't have anybody who's, like, amazing for him. Like, there's Noob. 135 special attack, nothing left more than 2 hits for Malzahn. That is crazy. Because there's Booty, which I guess he doesn't really have anything too bad against Booty. But Booty doesn't have anything too great against him. Water resists Steel. See, I almost said that, and I was like, unless water resists steel, and then I was like, no, there's no way water resists steel. Water resists steel? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think I sack him to get a safe switch. Water resists steel? That's insane. That's insane. I think he does outspeed me. So I think strength would probably just deal the most damage here. Yeah. But I was like, if I'm faster though, which move should I use? And I think strength would have been the best thing. I think see, what's best is we probably do booty. I think. I don't know why Gerald Tail is even here. I don't know why I brought this guy. I kind of want to do Darkiplier first, and we could probably sacrifice Darkiplier. Because we spent like most of the stream grinding him up. Nidoqueen can't outspeed Caterpie, let's be honest. Caterpie? What? Oh. Wait, is she really that slow? I don't remember. Looking it up. Nidoqueen. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Empty seed? What? What? Like 75? Yeah. Oh. Like, what if we could get the leech seed off? You know, smokescreen. I don't think I even knew that. That's a very interesting one to go for. I like how we both just ate that turn. Why is he going for smokescreen? And then we poison him. If he's really just gonna keep going for smokescreen, leech seed chip probably best bet, yeah. Why is he going for smokescreen? Like, what if he keeps doing it? Well, probably not. I don't think he has anything where switching into booty would be, like, too demonstrous. Like, I think his best move against me would be Dragon Breath. I don't know, I feel like he won't use that. Okay. Claire want to be like, who? Why is he spamming smokes? Why? What was it about Jumpluff where he was like, I can't let this thing hit me? I don't know. Bite. I think bite is. We got it. Yeah. Wow, that's so little. That actually was, doing Darkiplier was actually way better than starting with booty. I thought it was like maybe a misplay. I was like, I think, like I was doing it mostly for like the fact that we spent all this time grinding on him. AI doesn't see a kill, so it spams random move. That makes sense. I feel like Dragon Breath would have done like a lot better than anything. I won't admit this. I may have lost, but you're still not ready for the Pokemon League. I think I like absolutely wiped you. I know for a fact the first time I played this game, it was definitely because I was using like potions and stuff and just like kept healing people and like other blibbity blobbity whatever. But this time, I knew what to do against you, girly. You should take the Dragon User Challenge. Behind this gym is a place called Dragon's Den. There's a small shrine at its center. Go there. If you can prove that you've lost your lazy ideals, I will recognize you as a trainer. You just spammed smokescreen like a billion times, girl. What are we talking about? Okay. What's Jaw Detail Gen 4? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, well, I think we'll head up the Pokemon Center. Wow, and we only lost one Mon this time as opposed to every single one of them. Much better. Partially from grinding, and also from learning like a bunch of other like much better moves. Like the original Karen, literally, she made a whole big deal of it.
You still can't be part of the club because you didn't catch a queen jellyfish.
And then now we have to go over and catch a Dratini or whatever. Oh. Okay. Let's save the game. Yes. And then who knows when the next stream of this would be. Because the last one was 7 months ago. On doing Kanto or just Johto? I do want to do Kanto. Let's hope I can do that, because I want to beat Red. And that takes, because, like, I'm pretty sure Red is also, like, crazy, like, his level is just so high, you gotta, like, grind with everybody for a while, I'm pretty sure. But it was that on top of, like, when I did it for the first time, I deadass had to just go catch a Tyranitar. Because I couldn't, my team wasn't good. It was just filled with Pokemon I liked. And it was sad because, like, it was, I'm pretty sure it was Typhlosion, Pidgeot, Wigglytuff, who else? Poliwrath, Forretress, and a 6th guy. Level 84 Pikachu, everything else is level 76 or something. It's like, it's so nutty. Fucking... But I just had, I think my biggest issue was his Espeon. I remember his Espeon was, like, crazy fast and just used Psychic and it one-tapped everybody. And I was just like, well, I just need a Dark type. I just need a Dark type, and I was like, well, there's Pupitars, like, just, like, on this block. Like, I can go to the other room and catch a Pupitar. Or is it Larvitar? I think it's Larvitar. The name of the baby one. You know which one I'm talking about. And then I catch that guy, train him up to be a Tyranitar, which takes freaking forever. And then I was like, all right, well, now I have a check for specifically his Espeon, and then Tyranitar soloed his entire team because it's Tyranitar. And I'm like, well, that feels a little sad. So I don't know if I don't want to have to do that again. But Lapras and Snorlax, he has an Espeon. I know he has an Espeon because that's what was giving me a bunch of trouble. He does have the Canistarters, Pikachu. It might be he has like the Espeon and the Snorlax, because I think I remember him having a Snorlax. But, yeah, I don't want to have to go get a Tyranitar, but I don't... My team still doesn't have a Dark type on this one, because, like, bro, where can you even get Dark types? There's Umbreon, which we already evolved the Eevee into a Flareon, and that went south. there's Murkrow, which is post game. Houndour, which is post game. Which I guess means I could, I can catch them before fighting Ash. Ash. LARP, LARP. Red. And then maybe I'd probably if I get a Houndour, I'd probably have to have that instead of Fluglella, the Magmar. Yeah, Espeon, not Lapras. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not against getting a Tyranitar, because I do like Tyranitar. It feels pretty lame to be like, well, I have a pseudo-legendary and you don't, Red. I think I'm thinking of this team in Battle Frontier or something.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know what next streams I'd be doing. We're still not done with Tomodachi Life. I don't know when the next one that's gonna be. I'm gonna be absent for like a week after this one. Like after this next week. I'll be at the beach for a while, so no streams then. There's a bunch of other stuff we're doing. There's Earthbound. I don't know which one I'd do next. I feel like if I do it like a solo stream next, it could easily be this, because I'm in the Pokemon mood right now, but there's also, since we're playing Mother 3 right now, in Let's Play form on the channel, I feel like there's a bit of a hurry to try to get the Earthbound playthrough we're doing on the live streams done. But I do want to try to get some of my friends on those ones, so it's a little trickier to schedule those. So I don't know. And then sneak peek, we've been talking about streaming Minecraft. So that could also come at another point. And then there's also Terraria with Ryan. There's a billion other there's a billion smillion series we're doing right now. But yeah. I also do in the future just want to do one where I just go through the whole Pokédex and just talk about every Pokemon. Because that'd be fun. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thank you for coming and talking and hanging out with me. Makes it a lot funner. Makes the streaming a lot funner. But yeah, we'll go back to Red Image. And then we'll call that a close on on this episode, on the adventure of this episode. Yawns. Oh, gotta go to bed. Anyways,
good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Have a good day if you're watching the VOD.
And bye-bye.
I can't stop farting. Oh my god. It's getting everywhere.